go through your phone. You fucked up. And your phone full of hoes. You fucked up. Try test tape, no. You fucked up. Can't put on no show. You fucked up. Y'all go through your phone. You fucked up. And your phone full of hoes. You fucked up. Try test tape, no. You fucked up.
Run the track.
Yes, guys. Yes, people. It tastes like a new season. 23-24 is officially among us now. The last 12 months didn't happen. We took a hibernation for 12 months, people. Big up everybody that's locked in. Hit the like button, subscribe, all of that crap. Check out Jerseys FC for all the best affordable football kits for, I think, last season still, and this season as well. I got this shirt in today. Finally got me an N'Golo kit. Better late than never. Also, for Flawless, your United kits arrived, so please come collect it whenever, because I don't want this shit in my house any longer. And yeah, Jan as well. Come get your City shirt. You guys as well can collect yours. Jerseys FC. Use the code CarefreeLewisG for 20% off. Ryan, you've actually escaped the Chelsea clear out, but we'll still get you a Liverpool shirt if you want one. Just let us know. Plenty to get into in today's stream. I know a lot of people were saying that, what was it? There wasn't really a lot on the first team. There's a couple topics on Cucurella, the whole phase 2 of the clear out, which is what Nizar Kinsella was reporting on. Obviously, Nicholas Jackson signed. We had to say goodbye to 2 GOATs in Loftus-Cheek and Azpilicueta. Well, so we need to talk about Ziyech, because I feel like Ziyech will survive the clear out. I won't lie to you guys. I feel like Ziyech is going to survive. And I'm not really that against it. Like, I don't really care. He's not on that much money. He's got 2 years left. It's whatever. But I feel like we're going to end up keeping Ziyech after all this. So Ziad, wherever you're watching, congratulations. I think you made it out the hood for this year. Also, Free's contract has been terminated. It's a new year. It's a new era. And no more snaky fucking shirt sponsors. Thank the Lord. Is Twitter bugging out for it? I heard a lot of people complaining about it. Apparently, it's only on your phones. Because I ain't been on my phone today and I've not had any issues with Twitter. So maybe try the laptops. Maybe try your laptop. Or let me double check now, because if Twitter's fucked now, I'm a bit fucked. I'm meant to be sending the link out to the Dugout later. Check out the Dugout as well. Links to all of their socials are down in the description below. They have some amazing Twitter spaces. Brilliant content, and it's as chaotic as these streams. So check them out. The links are all in the description. We got a couple of the guys from there coming onto the stream for today as well. So yeah, check that out, people. And Mount Medical failed, breaking news. Pies tweet. Sure thing, bro. You wish. Even if the medical failed, bruv, you lot will do another one. Except the fact that you lot have acquired the minerals. You lot will get a free banner with it as well. Don't worry. I need that Mason Mount banner back for Chelsea v United at home, by the way. Just have that go through the shed end and then just leave it at the away end and don't take it back afterwards. Consider it a gift from us to you, my friend Said. Big up yourself anyway, though. Big up, my guy. Man said he misspelled Ziyech. I can't be asked. On to Ziyech, though. We might as well just start with this shit. So, Ziyech's medical failed, and I think the move has actually fell through for Ziyech to Al Nassr. I'm just seeing as well now. I've only just typed his name on Twitter. By the way, Twitter does work on your laptop, so I think it's just a phone issue. But Roma are apparently interested in signing Ziyech, who is determined to leave this summer, according to Corriere dello Sport. That could happen. That could actually happen. I was going to say I think we'd keep him, but I never saw this pop up. So Roma could be a potential destination for him. From yesterday, Ben Jacobs reported that Hakim Ziyech underwent further tests today in Madrid, which confirmed red flags with his knee and his hip. And as a result, Ziyech has made a new offer with his basic wage, fuck's sakes, reduced by 40%. As per colleague at James Benge reports, Ziyech is not keen to accept, meaning for now, the move to Al Nassr is off. I was going to say Ziyech will die at Chelsea, but maybe Roma will provide a way out for him. I'm interested to see what the red flags are. But with the news that Ziyech has this issue, and with 40% taken off his wage as a result, I was going to say that I wouldn't expect a lot of clubs to be lining up to take him. Hopefully these Roma links are serious, and hopefully they're concrete, because whoever's interested in him, if he's willing to take that pay cut, let him go. But the big question is, will he be willing to take that? Because he's already on only 100k a week as it stands. And that's one of our lowest earners. Maybe he's waiting to see what other options are out there. Maybe he thinks with less forwards, there are more opportunities for him here. But if Roma isn't true, I don't think we get rid of Ziyech. And I don't think he pushes to leave either. If the Roma links aren't true, I don't see a lot of clubs lining up to take him. Because this might actually explain why he hasn't had a lot of game time as well over the last year or so. Might even explain his regression a little bit. I don't know. It's all speculative until we actually know what the issues are with his knee and his hip. But it's enough for them to take 40% off the wages that they were going to give him. Realistically, though, like, if he does stay here, his wages aren't insane. He provides a little bit of depth, I guess. Pulisic's going to leave. Havertz has already left. Mount's already left. Don't know what's going to happen with Pulisic. Maybe it'd be worth just sitting on the bench and just being depth. Maybe he would be. I don't know. What are you guys saying? Would you keep him? Wait, would you be annoyed with him staying as right wing depth? Or would you just not care? Because we already have Madueke there. Sterling can play on either side of the wings, so I feel like Sterling's there for depth too. Let me know what you guys are saying. Keyshawn, I know Ziyad might actually be winning out of all of this. He might actually be winning. I don't know whether to be annoyed at it or to just say, you know what, fair play. Fair play. I can enjoy a shameless agenda. All right, so people just don't care. Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody gives a fuck whether he stays or he leaves. Cool. I feel like we're all on the same page. So, yeah. Ziyech, if you survive the clear out, fuck it. Oh, well. We've got rid of who we needed to get rid of. The hideous twins have left. I don't have massive energy towards getting rid of anybody except Lukaku. Get that bum out the club immediately. The fact that he's already back today is a piss take. Because we need to get rid of him. Apparently, Saudi Arabia offered the 40 million for Lukaku too. That pissed me off differently. Because I saw who was speaking in the media. Marotta. I think he's the director for Inter Milan. Yes. Inter CEO Beppe Marotta. That's it. He said Chelsea will consider if Lukaku is important for their project. What dumb point is that? Of course he ain't important for a fucking project. Obviously, they can't put him on the market for a big fee. The offer from Saudi Arabia was around 50 million euros. And Lukaku said no. Fucking hippo, I swear down. Long way from the 150 million we sold him for. I hate that quote. Everything about that quote pisses me off. It's so patronizing. We'll consider if Lukaku is important for our project. Dickhead. You already know he ain't important for our project. We've been trying to bin him off for the last 2 years. Saudi Arabia offered the 40 million, which is annoying, but God knows what we're going to do. Inter Milan are trying to get him on a loan plus obligation, but they're offering a shit loan fee and they're offering a shit obligation fee. So I don't know what we're going to do. But we did get some revenge on Inter Milan. Let me just get up on the big screen. We also did have to say goodbye to a legend, but like we've been saying, the clear out don't care about your feelings. But the clear out also don't give a shit about Inter Milan either. They can hold that. Cesar Azpilicueta is not going to Inter Milan. Fuck you, Inter. Hold that. Fucking hold that. I'm glad Azpi's got a new experience. Obviously goes out as a fucking legend. Might have to get myself an Atletico Azpi shirt from Jerseys FC as well. I won't lie. I am shameless like that. But yeah. I didn't even deep that. They tucked in the shirt in the edit as well. Fair play. Whoever did that got Azpilicueta down to a T. Brilliant. But yeah, we've got Azpilicueta off the wage bill. He's got a new challenge. And Inter get fucked over. So hold that. You lot want a centre-back, you lot better put the money up for Chalobah. If you really want him. Inter have done nothing to you. Are you crazy? These lot sold us that fucking hippo and basically worked behind the scenes to get him back on the cheap. Fuck Inter Milan. They gave us shit money for him on a loan fee last year. They're offering shit money for him this year. They're offering a shit obligation to buy. Fuck Inter Milan. Fuck Inter. I'm glad Azpi's gone because of that, because I'd feel a type of way about Inter Milan knowing that Azpi's there, and Azpi is a fucking legend in my eyes. Now, there's no sentiment. Inter can get fucked. Big up AC Milan. In fact, where's my shirt? One second. I think I have it somewhere. There it is. Chelsea's blue. This stream may be blue, but Milan is fucking red. Big up my G Ollie. The Ruben shirt's going to be coming next season as well. Fuck Inter. So they can hold that. So probably going to be announced tomorrow or something like that. And yeah, big up to Azpilicueta. Big up to Azpilicueta. Let me get this Nizar Kinsella article up because he was talking about phase 2 of the clear out. Phase 2. Big up T1 before I bring that up, saying, what's your starting 11 going into the season if we just sign Caicedo only? And how many goals can Broja and Jackson give us as our main striker? So if we just sign Caicedo, back four stays the same. It will be Kepa, James, pick a left back. I don't care. Pick a left back. My head's in Mars today. What the fuck? Badiashile, Thiago Silva, Enzo, Caicedo, and Nkunku, Jackson, Sterling, Madueke. That's what my team would be. Why is my head moving so slow? I can't be bothered. But yeah, I was going to ask this question about Jackson. Would people be willing to have Jackson as our starting number 9 for the season? Because I don't know. Okay, Badiashile's injured. Put Fofana in there then. Sorted. Yeah, Galib. It's not even that I'm scared of a big money striker. It's just I don't even think we can get one for big money unless it's straight unrealistic. Osimhen is going to cost about 150 million. Like Vlahovic, I don't know what's happening with him. That entire thing's gone quiet. Martinez isn't happening. Tony isn't about till January, February. And to be honest, if you were to sign Tony and to then just give Jackson the reins until he's back, wouldn't be against that either. But I'm not really that against Jackson being on number 9. Like I need to see him in action. I need to watch him in pre-season just to actually like fully confirm my thoughts on him and everything. But for the way he looks, for what he could be, he is physical. He's a selfless player. He does seem to have the technical side in his game. I'm low-key questioning whether we have, not even if we have to, do we have to force bringing in a striker if there isn't a perfect option there? Because I don't mind us splashing the cash on Osimhen or Vlahovic, but Jackson has a lot of room to grow too. He's been showing good progress for Villarreal. Other than Vlahovic, Tony, or maybe Martinez, I feel like any other striker is unrealistic. Martinez can't lead the line by himself. Tony's gone till January. Vlahovic, there's no real movement. It's just all rumors. No real development, no big story, no big articles or big sources talking about anything. I feel like it might be Jackson leading the line. Unless he looks like shit in pre-season. And if he does look like shit in pre-season, then obviously we might have to bring in an emergency striker. Fair enough. HR as well. And Nkunku can play as an... I've seen this argument, but like, I want to play players in their best spot. We don't really know where Nkunku's best position is, but we've heard it's behind the striker. I'd rather just keep him there instead of just having like these jack-of-all-trades players. Let's just keep someone in their specific position. So take Vlahovic for 60. What if we get Osimhen for 100? I don't think Osimhen flops if he joins us. I don't think he flops. He doesn't just stand there like a fucking lamppost for 90 minutes. He does move around. He does get in the right positions. So I wouldn't think that. I just think he's an unrealistic transfer because he's going to be priced out or he's going to be put out for something ridiculous. And if he re-signs, forget it. Just forget it. Vlahovic, maybe. Like, I wouldn't be against getting Vlahovic, but I kind of want to see how Jackson works out. I want to see how he works out. Why is Aubameyang still here? Nobody has really come in for him with serious money except Saudi Arabia. Test everyone in preseason. Yeah, we can speculate all that we want. Eventually, it's just going to be that. Just test everybody and see how it works. Will there be a video from the Chelsea channel welcoming Poch today? Maybe, but I feel like it would have already been out by now. Maybe in Monday. Maybe on Monday. That's it. Pies tweet. We have a Pies tweet, apparently. What's he saying? Okay, so Levi Colwill wants to be an important player, have guaranteed game time and feel important, or he would be prepared to move. Brighton are still dreaming of Colwill and still insist for him in the next weeks. Chelsea have no intention to negotiate. Speculation. It's all speculation and a bit of a think piece. We know all of this anyway. I don't think you're going to hear any updates on this until Colwill actually speaks to Pochettino. But fair play. Don't blame him. Of course he wants guaranteed game time. Out of the centre-backs that we have and the fact that we're playing one game a week, it's not really going to be guaranteed that I'll have a lot of game time. So yeah, have those conversations. Have those conversations. I don't know. Colwill's been really good for Brighton this season, but I need to see what he's like for Chelsea before I make any real question marks over whether he starts over Badiashile or not. But yeah, not really too much of a big update, but thank you for that, guys, anyway. Lewis, bro, I want you to promote on your channel a hashtag no pressure this season. Please, people, no pressure on the team, on the manager this season. Let everybody develop. I'll remember the hashtag, but like that's been my energy this season anyway. Let's say we lose to Liverpool first game of the season. My head's not going to be hot. Obviously, unless we get fucked over by Anthony Taylor again or some bullshit. But there shouldn't be too much pressure other than get back into the top four. Get back into the top four, and I want to at least get to one domestic final. That's all I'm asking for. Don't talk to me about no league title or no title race. If we're even in a title race up until March or April, we've done very fucking well for ourselves. I'm not asking for that. I just want top four. I want a domestic cup, but like easy to say when City exists. As long as we don't buck City, we should be doing that. What else? Yeah, I was meant to go through this whole phase 2 clear out thing. So let's get that up. So, Nizar Kinsella reported that in the second phase of the selling effort, Paul Winstanley and Lawrence Stewart could raise a further 100 million by selling Lukaku, Aubameyang, Hudson-Odoi, Trevor Chalobah, Azpi, Pulisic, and Cucurella. All could potentially leave Chelsea. Phase 1 saw Chelsea get 202 million from phase 1 of the fire sale. And we're already prioritizing 2 midfielders, potentially a striker with that as well. I feel like the extra 100 million could easily go to confirming a striker and getting a goalkeeper as well. And if that happens, then I'm really confident for next season. Although the only players I could really see leaving in this list is, well, only could see staying would be Cucurella or maybe Chalobah. I've seen a couple articles, though, saying for the right price tag, Cucurella could leave. We'll see what happens, but I don't know. I don't know about the left-back front. I'm going to delve into that a bit more when I get the dugout on. But Cucurella, I know he's not had a great season, but after debating with everyone yesterday, I've kind of deeped that it was mainly off-the-field issues that started the domino effect with him. I'd give him a chance. Chalobah, I wouldn't mind giving a chance to as well. I think once Thiago Silva leaves, our centre-backs there are all set. Cho might stay if he wants to, but fuck me, I'd rather he leave. I'd rather he leaves. Man's saying, how is Gallagher still there? We can't sell all of our midfielders. This is the thing. Gallagher staying might be a necessary evil, and I don't rate Gallagher for shit. I don't rate him at all. But, I mean, he don't have a lot of ego. I don't think he's on a big wage. If he lost a clear out, whatever. I don't have the same energy for Gallagher as I do for Mount and Havertz. I don't rate Gallagher at all, but he's not holding the club to ransom for more money. He's not refusing to sign a new contract. He's not flirting with our rivals or anything. He's just here and he's just a bit mid. That's it. He's just mid. If Gallagher survives, whatever. Whatever, man. I ain't going to feel too tough about it. Before I send the link out to the panel, I want to send the link out to the dugout because I said I prioritize getting them on. So I'll send the link out to them. Once we got a couple of the guys on from there, I'll send the link out to the panel as well. Cool. What else did we have, though? What else? Is Jackson your new Havertz? No, he's already better. Kovacic leaves, but Gallagher stays. Make that make sense. Bro, Gallagher don't have a year left on his contract. That's it. That is it. Are you mad if Gallagher stays and plays the Ruben role for the future? Ruben's better, though. This is the thing. And I get Ruben's got 1 year on his deal as well, but they're two different players for me. Like, Gallagher don't scream to me ball carrier, physical ball carrier who can impose himself on midfielders. He's just a road runner. He's just a straight road runner. You want to call it what it is. That is it. One sec. Yes, Troy, what are you telling me, bro? You all good?
What are you telling me? You good?
Yeah, man, it's good to finally get you on. Guys, by the way, everybody check out the dugout. The link is in the description for Troy, Esso, Potent, and the dugout on Twitter as well, and their YouTube channel. I don't know if that's Potent's channel or all you guys' channel.
It's Poe's channel, but we are looking to make a dugout one as well. But it's in the works.
Yeah, whenever you guys do, let me know. I'll plug it as well. But yeah, guys, everybody check out their socials, like and subscribe and all of that. And yeah, Troy, we'll start off with this whole phase 2 thing. What's your thoughts on all of the players listed for this clear out? And are you as annoyed that the likes of Gallagher have missed out, or you just not really that fussed? Because I'm kind of at that point as well.
I'll be real with you. Yeah, with Gallagher is like he's not a good footballer. He's us, right? Let's have it right. Yeah, he's us. But realistically, because we're getting rid of so many midfielders, and also because Poch needs fitness in that team, like Gallagher is like the good squad player for Poch. So to be honest with you, I'm not mad if he stays, unless if a club comes in for like the 40 million bid that Everton did in January, then I'd sell him. But if no one's coming in with that price, bid him off. Like, no, stay, keep him. You know what I mean?
How much would you put him down for?
I'll be real, yeah. Realistically, I'd say 30 mil. I'd say that's his realistic price tag. But if we get 30 mil or even more, then yeah, I'd sell him.
Scott, what about you? How much would you sell Gallagher for?
Oh, 20p in a packet of crisps.
Hear that, bro.
On a serious note, probably around 25, 30 mil. He probably isn't worth like even half that as a player, I'll be completely honest. And that's not just me saying that. But he's English. He has got the reputation in terms of like the player of the season at Palace and, doing fairly well at West Brom, even though they got relegated. But yeah, 25, 30 mil. Honestly, it depends on the club because, like, I'm like with like Newcastle, for example, they don't need him. He's going there to be backup. He's going there to be their Sean Longstaff, to chill on the bench, come off the bench for like 20 minutes in a game, play against the likes of Forest or Luton, etc. But if we sell to like an Everton, he may start there. Like, so it kind of depends on the level of club or the level of the club that are going to come and buy.
I'm thinking the homegrown tax as well.
Yeah, homegrown tax.
That's the thing as well, and that's where it comes down to like the English thing. It comes down to the homegrown thing as well. It depends on what clubs need homegrown players.
And I think teams like him because of his work rate. That's really it. Like they're willing to spend 30 to 40 million on Gallagher just for his work rate. Like especially those like mid-table teams. Like most of them would spend around that number for his work rate.
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest here. If his name was Galatelli and he was from Italy, he'd go for 10
he'd
mil.
be 20. Yeah, he'd be 10, 20 million.
It'd be
That's
10,
just
10
what it is.
15 million. But because
Yeah.
he's English and because obviously he's featured a bit in Chelsea's team, we can ramp that price up to 30. Like,
And
that's
he's
just
an
the way it is.
English, and he's an
International,
English
yeah.
international. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So like
Sorry,
those things have.
Galatelli is just sending me, bro. What a
Galatelli.
Come on, Galatelli, bro. Also, I'd like to quickly point out, I've seen the comments that man think I support two teams because I've got the Barca scarf and obviously the Chelsea stadium fucking postcode, right? That Barca scarf was the first time I went abroad, so it's memorable to me. So relax. I'm a Chelsea fan.
No, you're just part of the AC hive. It's fine.
Don't
worry about it.
You know what? Yeah, AC. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, I wasn't pissed when he left, but no, I was pissed, but I wasn't like up in arms about it. I think if we managed to tie him down to a deal and then eventually sell him on for a good price, I wouldn't be mad. But the fact he went for free is a disgrace. But
him and Rudiger on freeze.
Yeah, bro.
Like a 1-2 dagger to the chest.
Trust me, that fucked us. Honestly.
That is just long, fucking long. The one thing I wanted to bring up when you guys all came in is this whole left back situation. Because I'm hearing Ian Matson is going to be given a pre-season with Cucurella and Chilwell. Chelsea are opening to selling Matson and Cucurella, but they haven't got any options for either of them. Which one would you guys prefer to keep?
None of them.
So Chilwell.
I want none of them.
Not Chilwell.
Chilwell looks like the one that's going to stay.
I know.
I'd argue, like, the thing for me, right, is if you... people know my opinions on Chilwell. Like, for me, you can't say that Chilwell and Cucurella were that different last season in terms of their overall seasons. They both had very good periods. They both had terrible periods where they looked like arse. Both of them did. So you can't tell me that one was better than the other because it's like marginal at best. Matson had a great season, but we don't know what he's going to be going forward. We don't know where his head's at in terms of does he want to stay at all costs like Gallagher did when he came back from Palace, or is it a case of like he just wants to play so he'd be happy to leave if the opportunity came? We also need to see what he's going to be in this team because obviously at Burnley he was very attacking. Like at times he was playing left wing back, so he was. They
played a 5 back, didn't they? They played a 5 back. Yeah, they played a 5 back.
They were playing 4 back a lot, but even then he was playing like really high up the pitch. Like he was playing at a left wing back or left wing at times, even when they were playing as a back 4. So it kind of like if the problem I've got then with that, if you keep Chilwell and Matson, you've got 2 left backs that are damn near identical.
Yeah,
like you've got 2 identical left backs.
No defense.
There's no exactly. There's no like say you need to shut up shop. What are you gonna do? Play Colwill with left back? Cool.
Exactly.
I mean, well, now you mention it, that wouldn't be a bad idea.
Oh no, bro!
I'm not with that.
Why we gotta do this thing? Like,
no. As in, like to shut up a game because I'm just thinking of how Man City play with 4 centre backs.
And but they're all able to do it.
Yeah, but also they do. The reason they play with 4 centre backs is because of what they do offensively. Like it's not defensively that they play with 4 centre backs. It's because of what they do offensively. Like, look, I'm not
also able, skilled enough to do it.
Maybe it's too far to look at it now, but like I could just see Colwill pinging passes out on the left-hand side.
Nah, I ain't never seen him play left back, so I ain't never seen him play left center back. Really, no.
It's an idea, innit? It's an idea.
It's an idea, but I kind of got sick of this idea that we started from Tuchel, where we have to start playing people like every position but the position they actually play in. Like like
that's what I'm saying. That's my thing with Colwill. I ain't even seen him at left.
They did this for 2 games, bro. I'm like that's. I'm not
saying it as like you're saying sharp shop. So I'm thinking in a game where we're 1 or 2 goals up and we want to just close the game out. You could put him there at left back for like 20-30 minutes.
Yeah,
that's the idea. Not start a game. Like,
do you want me to be real, Lewis? Yeah, I'll be honest with you, right? Our left backs are both shit. Like as actual left backs, because we're not going to be playing 5 back on the Poch. They're left backs now, right? Chilwell, we've seen when he was under Tuchel and when he was Potter, whatever, he could really only play as a wing back. Every time we tried to go to a 4 back and put Chilwell there, he was getting murked by everyone, bro. Even bum wingers like from Luton still getting murked. So I'm not gonna lie to you. if the opportunity came, I'd literally sell Chilwell and Cucurella. Maybe sell one now and then sell one next summer if they continue to be poor, and then see if we can get in a left back like I don't know, off the top of my head, maybe like a Theo Hernandez or something like that from AC, like something like that.
Like
he's good. He's good. Like with Theo Hernandez, is that he's obviously brilliant going forward, but then he's also he's solid defensively as well. He's going to cost a lot, but I mean, it's sell Chilwell.
Yeah,
and
I don't know about
Cucurella.
trying to get Theo, but I agree with you.
You know what? Theo's not a bad shout because at some point he's going to want to leave AC. Like, it just depends on how far we are along with our development. Also, do you know, I'm not even mad at that scenario of selling both of them. My thing is just I don't like this idea that one's been so much worse. Is just bollocks at the end of the day. It's just bullshit.
Yeah, they were both doing like,
and
at the end they were both doing as bad as each other.
What cracks me up is people will tell you, right, or there are Chelsea fans that will tell me that Chilwell is so amazing because of one season he had, but then he'll turn around and say that Cucurella is shit, despite the fact that last season, again, if we're going off one season, he was the best left back in the league. So if we're doing this one season thing, exactly, bro. And he cooked multiple teams playing left back, left wing back, and left centre back. But Chilwell's the best left back in the world for one season, actually half a season, because he was shit under Lampard.
Yeah, he scored on his I think he scored on his debut, like his second game against Palace, I think it was, and everyone was thinking that he was the. By the way, I just want to quickly, Ilias, with that comment there, acknowledge Usos.
I'm acknowledging the tribal chief.
Oh, you're still the tribal chief.
Nah, man.
Roman Reigns on top every day of the week. Pause.
No.
Big up Ilias for the donation, my guy. I just remembered I walked into that. I had to protect myself. But big up Ilias for the donation, my guy.
How was the event?
Look forward to Money in the Bank later.
How was the event
last
night? How was the event?
It was decent, to be fair. I didn't think the show was going to be that good, but it was a great show. They had a couple dark matches afterwards. AJ Styles versus, I think, Karrion Kross, and then Rey Mysterio v Theory. It's a good night.
Nice.
Good night.
Nice.
Got to sneak in my weed as well, so perfect.
Nice. That's always.
By the way, anyone watching, I am still looking for a spare tonight. If anyone has one, please.
You're still looking for it,
bro. I don't think I'm gonna make it, but I'm.
You know how much the ringside seats were, yeah?
Oh,
1.5K. For a ringside, for a ringside seat.
No, I remember I was sitting in the top of the O2, right? I could still see expressions dancing in the front row. I was just looking at it, like, is that X? And there's someone with a camera next to me. Yep, that's X.
Hey, Lewis, how much your season tickets for Chelsea cost?
$750. Well, for me.
Do you know how much? Do you know how much I'm paying for just me and my son to go watch a preseason Chelsea game against Brighton?
Oh no!
Probably like $200-300 because that's how much it cost last year for me.
No, this is for two of us.
Oh, okay. So yeah, $200-300 per person.
Yeah, I'm paying almost $500-600 US for two of us.
Because I went to Vegas last year, and that's how much
for
it
one
cost.
game, for one preseason game.
Is that majority travel?
Brighton. We played Brighton July 22nd.
So Jimmy, that's the reason why you want to be part of like one of the groups, like even if you're not close to it, because they have like cheaper discounted rates for those tickets.
So so if you join one of those groups, like, do you pay like a yearly something or a month?
Nope.
Oh,
just
shit.
join it on Facebook. I got you.
Somebody
I
got me a link. Yeah,
I got you. I'll send it in the Twitter chat later.
Okay, that works.
That £200-300, yeah, right? Obviously, towards like the game. Is that majority travel or is that a ticket price?
No, that's just the ticket. That's just the ticket.
Because Jimmy, I paid for everything $200-300 with travel and everything.
Lewis,
no, that's not travel. The stadium. I know. The stadium's only 30 minutes, 45 minutes from my house driving.
I know. I bought tickets through the group for $75 is my
wow. See, that's what I need. That's the type of.
Yeah. I got you though. I'll take care of you after this.
Yep. It's games are expensive here, man. Sporting events in America is very expensive, fellas. Very expensive, man. Parking alone is $55 to park my car.
Fucking hell, man. Big up NBA man. Though. Big up NBA. Free agency's looking crazy at the moment.
Oh, free agency. My Lakers looking good. We got Gabe. Well, I'm not even gonna go on no tangent because I don't want to lose the football.
Yeah. Sorry.
My Lakers looking good, man. Yeah, my Lakers looking good.
Go on, Lewis. Run the thing. What's the next thing?
Oh, so yeah, sorry. I was trying to send the link out to a few people, and I sent the Dugout Twitter, so I had to resend that. But guys, everybody watched that.
New York Blues. Oh, okay. Oh, I actually found there's an Irish pub right here in Philadelphia that I found that does the Chelsea games every Saturday. So,
Nice.
yeah, I actually discovered them. So I think I'm gonna check them out. Probably opening day, I'll go there just to check the vibe. You know what I mean? Opening day, go there. Yeah.
He said opening day. Like it was
so on to sadder news.
Opening day.
And it seems like we're not getting rid of Hakim Ziyech. So
he's like herpes, man. He's like herpes. We don't really get rid of him, you know.
I just feel sorry for this guy, man, at this point.
Kind of, because this guy ain't getting any luck.
Bro, but this guy is literally like he's doing all he can to like try and move, but like on terms that work for him, because obviously at the end of the day, it's still like he's still got to earn his bag, right? He's doing all he can trying to get moves, whether it's going back to Amsterdam, trying to get a move back to Ajax, trying to get that loan move to PSG, trying to get this move. Like he's doing all he can from his end, and it's just shit keeps going wrong for him all the time. Like I just feel sorry for him at this point. And the thing is like from what we've heard, it hasn't been a problem behind the scenes about this. Like not in a way that I think that, like others.
The PSG move failed, and then he played for Chelsea like a day or two afterwards.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy.
I just feel sorry for him at this point, man. Like this guy obviously just wants to enjoy. Like this guy's got like what was he like 30? So he's got like maybe 3 decent years left in him, maybe 2. This guy just wants to enjoy the last 2-3 years he has played football. And it's just
depending on what this issue is.
Yeah, with a knee and hip as well. Like hip surgery.
He had the hip issue during the World Cup too. So it's something. This is not something that's like new by any means.
It's clearly been aggravated.
What the injuries are is here's the problem with those injuries. They're not really injuries. It's potential for it to be degenerative. So that's what makes it. Yeah, it's not hurt now.
Yeah,
but the way it's set up,
he had something with his hip during the World Cup.
So it's a degenerative. It's like right now the condition is fine. He's not hurt. He has no pain, but they can actually see. Okay, this is gonna start giving. At some point, this is gonna give way. He's gonna get injured and it's not gonna be able to get better. So it's basically he has a time. There's a timeline on his injury.
That's
like
crazy.
I had a friend who had a degenerative knee condition going into sports. Yeah. So he knew he only had like a good 6 or 7 years before that knee give completely out. So he got a contract, but the contract had all type of incentives in it, and it was the amount of games you played, and you had to reach this and that. So before that knee completely gave out, he quit. Like he only had to play 3.5 years to get retirement. That's what he did. He played 3.5 years and then he stopped because he didn't want to have to replace the whole knee. So it's like a ticking time bomb almost, those conditions. They might not be hurt now, but the day he grab it and go ouch, it's a wrap. He's just never getting better. Yeah.
This dude been riding the bench.
It's a good point. It's a good way
fresh. He been riding the bench. He should be fresh, ready to go.
To be honest, that's probably why he isn't more fucked up now. He didn't play many games for us. Yeah. At the age he's at, it's gonna hang in. He's gonna hang in probably till he about 31,
Maybe that's why
32.
He didn't play a lot of games.
Yep.
No.
Yeah. So someone
even that too, Big Ron. When you got a hip injury, the other side overcompensates. Very true.
Yeah.
And you don't even do it. It just happens naturally. Your body just naturally does it. Naturally fucking does it. Your body naturally does it, man. It's sick.
Oh. That shit is worrying, bro. Even from out of football, like I actually feel bad for him.
Yeah, he can always come to the MLS, man.
Do you want me to be honest here with Ziyech? Is that because he is such a one-dimensional player?
Two left feet.
He's literally one-dimensional. Like everyone knows what he's gonna do, and that's the problem. Is that if you're in a system that does not, he needs to be in a system that pretty much revolves around him being the attacking threat, that creative threat. That's him, right? That's what he was at Ajax. You had him and Tadić. Tadić played off of him because he'd obviously whip in the crosses or he'd, play little smart balls on the inside of the defender, then Tadić would run onto it. But again, it's like here, you can't have just a one-dimensional attacking player, bro. You need a little bit more about you in England, especially. So it was, to be honest, it was never going to work. It's a shame because I thought that he was going to do sick when he first came over. I genuinely thought he was going to be really good. But then he just didn't happen. It is what it is.
I think like having a one-dimensional player would have only worked if the system was perfect, because then you had a minimal role, and then you could actually just work on that to the best of your ability. But it's just come into a mess, and then it's only just got messier and messier. I think it's the whole Tuchel situation for me, because when we started playing a 3-4-3 and we were playing him a lot more narrow and a lot more centrally, that don't suit him. Guy's just a wide winger, and that's it. You can't play him in the middle. Can't play him at all.
No, I think you can. I disagree with that. I actually massively disagree with that. I think you can.
You think? Because as soon as we started playing 4 at the back with Tuchel, Ziyech looked a lot better.
No, because remember there was that period of games where he was coming on or he was playing slightly centrally. Like he was playing that Mount role under Tuchel. Like he did it against Watford and he did it against someone else. Like he came off the bench. And it worked because he was able to pick up the ball from deep and he was actually able to drive into space, which is what he liked.
When was this?
I'm about to say. I remember what he talking about, but do you remember after a while he started getting bullied? I know what Scott talking about. I remember him playing in the middle and him having a few games, and I remember him not being able to dribble around nobody. I just remember him kept losing the ball and then running after he lose the ball, grabbing the fucking defender. I'm saying grabbing the person who's. I'm like, yo, he can't play in the middle in the Prem. They bully him off the ball.
That is the issue of Ziyech as well, is that he's never really been a player that's fast, even with acceleration.
Oh, he's so slow, man.
So that's the problem, is that when you're in the middle, in like a 10, right, when you try and get around the player, you need a little bit of acceleration to actually get past him. You can't rely on, a step over and a ball roll. Like, do you know what I mean? You need to actually have that acceleration. He don't have that. So that's why he would get bullied so often, is because he can't outrun people like at all. So he'd lose the ball and then he'd start just spamming crosses like a dickhead, bro. Like,
just spamming them to the back left post.
Exactly, every time.
He don't give a fuck where they land, where they go, just spam it. Fucking spam it, yo.
Just hit that shit. Yep.
Just hit that shit, man.
Oh, best of luck to Ziyech. Best of luck.
I think he will move though. Like,
I think we'll get him out on a loan, if anything. Like,
that may be what it may end up being.
No.
I understand that it's not the best scenario, but it's just that's what we're at with it. You can keep saying no.
No, 1 second. I was listening.
Go to the MLS, man.
I was just listening, Lewis. Listening,
Yeah,
chilling.
there's not any MLS.
And then I hear waffle, bro. Pure waffle. Are you guys okay? You guys are really doubting this Ziyech as a player. Listen, you want him gone, fair play, that's fine. But don't just sit here and lie about his game. That he needs 99 pace, he needs 99 skills. Ziyech is well capable of taking on players and doing a little bit of trickery and putting a good pass in, finding a player, all that rubbish. Don't give me sitting there. He just sits there.
In Holland, yes. In Holland, yes. Not in the Prem. Not in the Prem.
No, that's cap. Because he performed in the Prem.
It's cap, hat, whatever you want to call it.
But he's performed in the Prem, so it's cap.
Yeah, I know. Spotty. A lot of people have performed in this Prem. Spotty. He's a spotty player.
Listen,
he's not consistent.
He's not consistent because he doesn't get game time.
Because he's not good enough. He's not good enough.
That's cap.
All right, so tell me what team right now. Okay, look at the top 4 from last year, right? Which one of those teams he get in?
I can't fucking remember the last top 4 already, man. We weren't in it.
So he doesn't get in any of them. He doesn't get in any of them. You know why? Because he's not good enough to be a... Hold on, let me finish. He's not good enough to be a big role player on a top team. He's not. He's just not. We're not saying he's a shit baller. He can play football. He has a talent. That left foot is dangerous. What we're trying to do, Hakeem Ziyech is not it. He's not it.
Not for Chelsea.
He cannot take on a player. That's what we need.
That's a lie.
He's an attacker who can't attack. That's what I said.
He can't take on a player. That's a lie.
He cannot, bro.
Yes, he can. You just lied. Yes, he can. In the Prem, yes, he can.
Jimmy,
let's go look at his stats. Go look at his dribbles and his take-ons and all of that.
I will send you a whole compilation of him taking on.
I don't want a compilation.
Well,
I want his stats per 90. How many take-ons and dribbles per 90? That's the stat. Hold on. Let me talk. You know how some stats are bullshit? That's one you don't need an eye test because it will tell you directly if he's dribbling and going around people. Somebody tell me his take-ons and his dribbles and all of that. Tell me Ziyech and where they rank. I guarantee you they're not high.
I just don't want to cut you off.
No, go ahead. Do your thing. My bad.
Okay. What I'm saying is, these stats saying how many take-ons he's got per 90, it probably won't be great. And it won't be great because that's not his game. He's not get a winger to go and drive at them 24/7. He's not Madueke. You know, he's not that type of player. But to say he cannot take on players in the Premier League is a lie because there's moments when he's played, he has taken on a player. But his game doesn't revolve.
Okay, listen, a center back every now and then can dribble past somebody, but that's not what he does. I'm telling you,
you're doing too much.
Bro, Hakim Ziyech does not dribble around people enough. You always know where he's going. He's always going left. Even when he beat you, even when he fake, beat you and go back right, he still doesn't use his right foot. He still has to wait.
So why can't they stop him then?
What does he do? What do you mean? Why can't they stop him? What are you talking about?
He's going on his left, yet they still struggle to defend against him.
Bro, what does his left foot end up doing? Nothing. It's wild grain.
Listen,
you know Jamaica, you know what name wild grain? That's when you just shoot your gun and it just goes anywhere.
Is that not good enough for you?
It's not good enough. It doesn't produce one fuck.
So he wasn't good at the World Cup.
Bro, it's what do y'all call it? Crossing inshallah. Yeah. It's crossing inshallah, bro.
So he's not crossing inshallah because in the World Cup he was actually taking on players.
Stop talking about the World Cup because that fucking shit don't matter for Chelsea. I'm not fucking Moroccan. I don't care.
Listen, my point is the point of the World Cup is this: what happens when you give him consistent game time? He has not been given that, so you can't be giving this much shit.
What is he, a fucking 1965
The World Cup could also be a thing that he plays better, plays better. He has more motivation.
More pride.
No, how about this? Yeah. More space.
Same argument for Kovacic.
More space. How about we not talk? World Cup, you get more space.
Yeah.
You do not get that space in the Prim.
You're never gonna
homo, they on your ass.
You're never gonna convince this guy of anything. He is a stan of Ziyech, so there's no reason to try and.
Why are we talking about Ziyech?
Yeah, I don't know. I was just listening, and then I come back, and I'm like,
he's likely to stay. He's likely to stay.
Yeah, good. If he gets an opportunity, he'll prove you wrong.
He's not gonna stay.
If he stays, I'll prove you wrong.
Even if he stays, he's still gonna be. I don't think he's gonna be in the first team.
No, I don't
think he starts.
I can give your mom a headache too. When her fucking head hit that headboard.
I don't think it's actually questions about Ziyech is gonna be staying or going. Doesn't matter because he's not gonna play in the what's the name?
That's fine, Alex. But let's not lie about the way he plays and how he is. Because the simple fact is his career.
That's not a lie either.
But his career at Chelsea,
Jimmy was right. He's not running against the players often enough. No, I know my name. The kid, stop saying my name.
I want to tell you.
I know what my name is. Stop saying that he takes on players. He takes rarely. He takes on players oh my God. He takes on players as much as Mount did when Mount was on that side. And you happy with Mount taking on players?
So Mount's a better winger than Ziyech, yeah?
I'll take Mount over Ziyech if
you're fucking smoking crack, bro. Oh my God, bro. I don't know what you
drugs, man. You do want to smoke.
The point.
All right, I'm going to change the subject about something that we actually care about. I'm going to go out on a limb right now. I'm going to go out on a limb
and you can change the subject, yeah? The simple fact is, when Ziyech has been given a consistent game time and chance in Chelsea's shirt, he's performed. And that's a simple fact.
Hold on a second. Name me the time when he had a consistent run at Chelsea.
Never.
Under Lampard when he first
started. Oh my gosh!
And that's when we said that we're done with Ziyech. That's the run that we said we're done with Ziyech.
Can I just chime in quickly, right, with this, and then obviously it can move on, like if you guys wanted to. So I've got his stats up for this season, minutes, assists, whatever, all of that kind of stuff. So in all competitions, including World Cup. So I'll go through the World Cup one because that's clearly the one that, people are most troubled about. So he played 639 minutes, that's 7 appearances, 1 goal, 1 assist. I'm just looking here. He had 1.4 shots per game, 1 key pass a game, 1.7 dribbles per game. He got fouled once per game. What's this? Offsides 0.3, dispossessed 1.6. You know, like, I'm looking here, a bad control per game, 2.1.
Troy, did you watch the games, Troy?
I did. And I'm not saying that he was being asked. I actually said that he looked good, but I'm not getting gassed over it because I know that this is most players. When you're playing for your country compared to when you're playing for your club, especially if you're not in favor of your club, you're going to play with more pride and passion and better if you play for your country, especially in the World Cup and especially in a smaller country like Morocco. That's just the facts. That's always going to happen. So that's why I'm not getting
Morocco. One of the best performing teams in the whole World Cup.
Yeah, that's
Morocco.
great,
You're exactly right. It was Morocco. It wasn't
Yeah.
Ziyech.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Exactly
Well, who's a big part of that?
Arabat was their best player.
You're exactly right. Like Morocco were doing very good, don't get me wrong. But what I'm saying is that players in general, especially for a smaller country like a Morocco or any other example that you want to use, when a player is out of favour at his club and he still gets picked for his country, he plays better for his country. That's just the way it is.
He's not frozen out at Morocco, He's not frozen out.
Can I ask you a question? What's your opinions on Pulisic?
Pulisic, what about him?
Just what's your opinions on him?
I think he's a good player. He just got unlucky with many injuries. Every time he's come into the team, he's got injured again. I just feel he's unlucky. But I'm not raging. Get Pulisic out. He's the worst player to ever play. He has to leave. I don't think he has to leave this summer because we need a fucking winger. And if he comes and plays, I'll be fine with it. I don't think he has to leave. 20 million for Pulisic. Come on, man. What's that? Get more than that. I don't think he can stay. The point is, Scott, is that we've seen all season. Fans have got so much energy for players like Pulisic and Ziyech because they get frozen out of the team. And then when they get that one opportunity or two opportunities, they expect him to do a fucking messy performance. That's a load of bollocks, bro. Because you got other players in the team, right? No, you got other players in the team.
Ziyech,
listen, Alex. If you go to games, Alex, and you see the reception these kind of players get, you would understand. You're gonna ask Lewis if Lewis wants to be fair.
We're watching the games on the TV. We're going by what we see. We're not. This is facts over feelings, bro.
Actually, no.
The energy they get.
Actually, I can see tactically game better than you can understand.
Of course,
I'm talking about the reaction they get. I'm not talking about being able to watch the game.
Do you think I'm gonna react based on how I know you react? Isn't it? Do I supposed to react based on how fan base react? Because if I was gonna react based on fan base reaction, then Mason Mount is still gonna be at Chelsea.
No, that's not true because I think there's a bigger part I want him gone anyway. But the point is, look at the comments. They do reflect on it. It does reflect. Look at the comments, bro. If someone went to put a picture of Ziyech right now and say, "I want you to stay,"
you're talking about the comments. Listen to me. Listen to me. Listen. You talking to young fans on Twitter, on YouTube. That's not the Mount stand people, man. Why I can hear myself?
Yeah, Klasref, your mic's fucked, bro. Sorry, man.
Why? Listen, what I'm trying to tell you, but you still can feel like there's a bigger. If you listen to what people saying, the grown-ups, the ones that been in a fan base for longer, those are the ones that usually stand for the Mount because they the ones that been before they want whatever they want. Usually, this is how it works. So don't tell me that you bigger majority wanted. No, I'm not going to listen to you. I'm not going to listen to nobody. And again, I'll repeat it to anybody. I can see game better from TV tactically than you can see it at the game.
Of course. It's impossible they can tell you any different because you're able to see the whole field. You can't see the whole field from the stand.
So stop that.
No,
and
Alex,
don't ever bring it up.
You missed my point. My point was because when Scott asked me about Pulisic, I said it's the same with Pulisic and Ziyech.
No.
Players that have been frozen out, yet when they get that one opportunity, the fan base absolutely rip them apart. I'm not talking about tactically on that. I'm just saying they get one opportunity and they may do bad because they've been fucking frozen out for the past 4 months.
No, stop with the slide because he had the run of games when he wasn't good. At least Pulisic had a run of games when he actually performed. Stop lying.
Ziyech shouldn't perform. Okay.
No, he didn't.
Ziyech shouldn't perform. Ziyech hasn't got one consistent game time this season. That's a complete lie.
Listen to me.
That's a complete lie.
So you saying now? Hold on a second. You see how you switch the flanks? First, you said he had the consistent run of games.
We're talking about
and
Chelsea
he was
career, Alex.
No. Stop lying, man.
Oh my! I literally, you go back on the tape. I literally said Chelsea career. I said on the Lampard.
Yes,
and on
Chelsea career when under Lampard, when he had a consistent run, he was dog shit.
Oh, that's just a lie. That's just a lie.
No, it's not.
That's a lie.
All right, don't even worry about it, Alex. We're not gonna sit here argue that. I wanna bring this up, Kai. I think it's being a little bit underplayed. If you read what Fabrizio Romano is writing about Levi Colwill don't want to be here. I'm letting y'all know that. He does not want to be at Chelsea. I don't give a fuck with because he said he does not want to be a backup. What does that mean? If you're saying I don't want to be a backup, that means I want to be a first team player. But he wants that verbalized to him. How about go out and fucking earn it? Where did this, on what planet is Levi Colwill that good to come and tell Pochettino he wants guaranteed playing time? What the fuck does that even mean? When did these young dudes turn into Zlatan Ibrahimovic?
What I'd say is that what he's doing is
tomorrow, bro.
He's looking at the way that Chelsea played in general, and he's basically saying, listen, I was starting a lot of games for a team that obviously finished above, got European football for the first time.
He played 17 games. That's not a lot of games.
Yeah, but he got injured, and when he did come in, he was playing very well.
But you just said, he couldn't go into a meeting and say, I played a lot of games. That's what you just said.
Right,
he can't say that.
Yeah,
because he didn't.
I'm not agreeing with Colwill here. I am literally trying to tell you why he's thinking this, right? So
how do you know what he's thinking?
Yeah, talking about Colwill now. But what I'm saying is that Colwill, because what he's saying is that because when he has played, he's played very well, right? He's played good for Brighton, and he's looking at him being like, right, well, realistically, he thinks he deserves a place because he played well last season, and obviously he's got a lot of value to his name, and he's looking at and he's weighing it all up. That's the reason why that he's saying he wants important game time, which in my opinion, if he wants that important game time, is fair enough, right? But I don't agree with the fact that he feels entitled to be a starter in
That's
our
clearly
backline.
what he's saying. That's my problem. I
rate it. I rate it if he continues.
Lewis, that's not
Believe in your source.
Lewis, that's not how you don't go. It's sports. Sports, you're not guaranteed shit. You go and you earn it.
If you believe,
you do not go into the office of your coach and say, I need you to tell me that I'm for sure gonna play. I need you to come in here and show me that I for sure have to play you.
I will leave the benefit of the doubt the translation in this conversation if it ever existed.
That's the thing. You can twist anything.
I seriously. No. I'm talking about.
We don't know what Levi Colwill's directly saying.
Yeah, that could be out of context.
It sound a lot better.
Yes, I will wait and see what, because if we actually meet. No, if it was gonna be a conversation between, like, if he would have said that, like, after like 2 weeks of training with what's his name, with Mauricio, and this article came in, and all of a sudden he's for sale, I wouldn't be upset. But now I don't think it's actually relevant. Pochettino, it's not even in the. I think it's.
Put up Chelsea Dodgers tweet of the same thing.
He did not tell this to Pochettino. He probably told it to his agent that he wants to play some games.
Listen, I don't need a player to say anything. When players have liaisons and people know that they're liaisons and they're talking for the player. So let's not pretend they're talking for the player, and then the player has.
We don't know if that's exactly what he said.
Come on, man. Just go and read. It's not a verbatim. I'm not worried about a verbatim. It's not the verbatim that I'm worried about.
Let me ask you, Jimmy.
Listen, he does not want to be a backup player. That's the quote. That's the quote that bothers me.
Wait, let me read it.
He wants to be involved, not
one sec.
He does not want to be a backup player.
Jimmy. One sec. Brighton are still dreaming of Levi Colwill, and they're going to insist on him in the next few weeks. But the reality is Chelsea offered Levi a new contract. It was a verbal conversation with his agent. The Levi's side said to wait. We don't want to discuss anything now. There's no negotiations. It's not about the salary. It's more about the project. He does not want to be a backup player. He wants guaranteed game time and to feel important. Otherwise, he would be prepared to move.
What that sound like to y'all? Isn't that the same shit Mount said?
No.
I just think that
he wants to be involved.
Jimmy, I can explain it. I can explain it.
Alex,
I can actually explain it. What he said.
What I understand. Y'all looking at it through the
no.
With
Jimmy,
rose-colored glasses.
when the player says that, does he actually mention that the number one spot should be at Chelsea? What if he's talking about, look, we can sign a contract and all that, but I just need to go on loan?
He don't want to go on loan, man. That kid want to leave. That kid wants to leave.
I think
Please tell me out of this article, where do you get this that he's talking about again at Chelsea? What I understand, the kid said, I would like to look, for the young kid, the more games the better. So what he says, I think I'm good enough to actually play as the first as a starter. Doesn't mean that for Chelsea.
I think,
you see what I'm saying?
I think that
guys, one at a time. Troy, what were you saying?
I was going to say, I think that last bit of that tweet is actually very important now. Obviously, people started going when you said he would be prepared to move, but I think that last bit is very important. Chelsea has no intention to negotiate with any club and sees him as part of the project. So realistically, Chelsea are going to promise him that game time. If they've got no intention...
they're not. You don't know that. You don't know that.
That's not it.
You don't know that. You
don't know that. Chelsea has for him. They can show him ambition, saying within 2 years he's going to be a Chelsea first 11.
Right,
that's what would be mean.
Right, maybe I misworded myself, but basically what they're going to say is they're going to go, right, look, Levi, right, we've got Thiago Silva, who's obviously still great, but he's nearly 40 now, right? So he's probably going to kick on after next season. So Thiago Silva is going to go. To be honest, Wes Fofana is a bit of a right now because his injury record is crazy.
Fofana right foot. Fofana plays on the right.
He is right. He is, yes. But what I'm trying to say though is that realistically, if Fofana ends up keep being injured as well as what he carried on last season, that is another centre back spot gone. Let's say Badiashile, then I don't know. Let's say he doesn't carry on his form of what he done last season. There's a lot of ifs, buts, and maybes, right, to do with our team. But realistically, Chelsea, obviously, they physically cannot guarantee him that he is going to start.
Nobody can.
Yeah, I don't know why we do this. I don't know why we do this. We take, okay, you see those words we just read? Each one of those words have a meaning. It's in the dictionary, Webster's, whatever. But people take it, and then whatever makes them feel good, that's the side they lean it on. I'm not doing that. I'm taking the words on the paper for what it says. He says, I do not want to be a backup. So if you don't want to, it's only one thing. Hold on. Please let me get the words out. Please let me talk. Please. It's either you a backup or you a starter. If you don't want to be a backup, that means you're saying, I want to be a starter. That's what it's saying. I want to be a starter. And to me, that's a lot from a young player. I'm not saying it's not wrong to have it. You can have ambition, but you got to have it like caliber to say, I'm willing to come in here and bust my ass. And if I'm not good enough, I'm willing to stay here and keep busting my ass, pause, to remain on this team. He sounds as if he's ready to, just go. Like, if you're not giving me the time, I'm ready to bounce.
Scott, just before you go, I want to read the super chat because I've actually looked through the quotes as well. Big up Francis saying Levi Colwill just even said the same thing in an interview with BBC Sport yesterday. You can find quotes because he wants to play in the Euros 2024. While you guys have been talking, I have been researching on that. And he is talking about wanting to play in the Euros. He says going up and training with England is one thing, but I've got to keep up my performances next season. I need to play. I need to do well. There are so many things that come into you going back there. I don't think it's a case of I'm close now, I might go up on the next camp. I've got to keep playing and keep playing well. That will be a big thing for me next season. So, yeah, I kind of think he's looking for a starting spot.
Like, and you know what? That's fair. Like, whether he comes across
just a few more, and I'll let you go. Bertram also says, earn it. We have a history of playing players based on the name. He has every right to look out for himself. Life ain't like earn it without the chance. I'm not trying to pick a side or anything until I watch Colwill play for Chelsea, and then I'll see if his performances actually match the ambition as well. But yeah, it's a very fair point, Bertram. Big Ram says, but why is everyone getting so worked up? He's asking for minutes and to feel important. He doesn't want to sit on the bench all season and play cup games. Nothing wrong with it. Old mate screaming needs to calm down. I feel like it would be a lot easier if we were still in Europe. That's the annoying thing.
But the thing is, Lewis, with all of this, right? So whether you think he's entitled, whatever, what he is doing, there's nothing wrong with it. What's the difference between this and what Livramento was doing? Or what Gerhi was doing, or what others were doing. Like,
I don't know who said anything. Y'all guys get so fucking defensive of these players that y'all think everything is an attack. The only thing I said is he sound like he wants to go. Is that an attack?
That's
an attack.
I don't
think from the East Coast.
I don't think it
maybe it
sounds
makes
like
you
he
feel
wants to
uncomfortable thinking that he wants to go. But he's saying exactly what the fuck I'm saying. This is the weird shit. He's saying out of his mouth exactly what I think he's saying. That quote, that was a quote Lewis just read. That wasn't a Fabrizio opinion. That was his quote.
In the private chat for you guys.
He's saying, I want to play, not be on the bench. If you're saying I want to play,
does it say for Chelsea or it could be another
club? Alex, that's my point. He wants to leave.
Does that mean permanent or does that mean loan?
I don't give a fuck. See, now y'all make it. I didn't say none of that. I don't know why you guys turn into defense lawyers for the players y'all like.
I'm not defense lawyer again because I don't trust this article. Number one, because this is how we actually.
The article with his quotes.
Yeah,
what
this
Lewis
is not
read
a
was
quote
his
because
quote.
I want to get something fucking. Alex, hang on. No, this is addressed right at the chat. I'm getting fucking sick and tired of this, of you trying to paint me out as racist bullshit, right? By the way, or xenophobic. Because I've had people so far today, Mezap. I've had people so far today getting me. I'm getting apparently, if they're English, I dislike them, and I've had people getting I'm a Yadar if they're English, I like them. Stop the fucking shit now.
This guy was previously been cut up.
It's not fucking race. It's not fucking color. It's not fucking nationality. Stop that shit now. I'm fucking sick of it.
Yeah, this guy was been. I've seen him commented before.
I would say that with that's crazy.
Look. All I'm
what hates the Yadar English mentality. Like you don't deep it, bruv. That's the last guy you could run that.
And Scott, I don't blame you. That calling somebody racist and all that shit is whack.
I've had to deal with it for about months now, bro. And I'm sick
of
whack.
Nobody likes to have to keep.
I'll give you a chance, but like next time, that's an unmod.
Listen,
for real, like he's on his stream with us every day. We're black. You think we wouldn't know if he was racist? Like, chill with that shit, man.
Yeah. Only you can, Moyo. Never mind. I won't bring it up, Moyo. Look. For me, this is how I understand this thing. He probably has a chat with somebody asked him a questions. What you think about Chelsea and the contract, and he just used it in his words. Because it depends how you want to read this article. If you're taking it exactly the way he said it, it is. But I don't, because there's no quotes when he said. Because when the reporter uses the quotes, he puts in the quotes exactly word by word. There's nothing about that in this article. You see what I'm saying? So he uses what he heard from Colwill, but not exact word for word. So for me, every player, young player, should have that ambition. That's not the problem with it. And there's technically, for me, is not a problem. What I always said that the young player, sometimes you just need to show him the path. And to give my example of the path is, for example, what if he got a sniff of Chelsea's looking for another center back for the left side? That will show that the path doesn't exist for him over there. he must take actions now because he has upper hand. He has to resign the contract. Number 2, what if, what's his name? Chelsea comes to him and says, look, we understand that you need to play a game and we value you. You probably will not get as many game time if you hope, and we understand that. Let's make a contract and let's send you on loan. Would you be okay with it? That's number 2 thing that can be happening. This article does not say nothing about it. He just wants to know that he will be actual player. He needs playing time. That's all what he's saying. It's it. I don't think
there
that's
are
like
less games to rotate with.
exactly. And I will believe this. I will believe this article more if he actually came out within after 2 weeks with Pochettino, was actually met the guy.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't even meet the guy.
The other thing is like a lot of the reports when we were first linked with Pochettino were really like a big part of it was that he wanted to use Colwill. Like a big part of like a lot of the links. Let me finish, brother. Let me finish.
Mindset.
Right. Yeah. Let me finish though. Let me finish. It's going to get to that. I'm going to get to that point. So really, Colwill's mindset is he wants to play. So in what realm is he not going to play? Because realistically, right now, right, Badiashile is out for the beginning of the season. So it's his spot to take. It's literally his spot to take. Like
Thiago Silva? I don't think so.
He's not going to play on the left. Thiago Silva's not going to play on the left side, my man. He's going to play on the right side, and Wesley Fofana is going to rotate with him. Like, that's just what's going to happen.
So you're saying Wesley Fofana is going to play on the left side?
No, you just twisted my words. He's going to play on the right side. Thiago and Wesley is going to both play on the right side. Levi and Badiashile play on the left side. Badiashile is not even going to be available for the beginning of the season. Like, he's not even going to be available. So, like, to me, it's his spot to take and play, and he's going to play. Like, and to me, this whole story there was no story because he was gonna play.
Well, when you get a contract offered to you and you turn it down, and one of the reasons
it wasn't turned down though.
No,
when you don't sign it, that's what happens.
But it wasn't turned down. He's just
mentioned being
until they're not going to talk about it until much.
It doesn't say that
somebody
either.
Put a contract to you and you don't sign it, you turned it down. It might be temporary, but you did turn it down.
If the contract's still on the table, you didn't turn it down. If the contract is still on the table, it's not turned down.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Silva will play over Colwill.
For him to sign.
There's not a chance Silva not playing over Colwill. I bet you.
But Silva's not playing on the left. I keep on saying this. He's not playing on the left.
You can keep saying all you want, but he still will play on the left, where he played for 2 seasons for Chelsea. Keep saying that.
He didn't play on the left for the last 2 seasons.
I think this situation here is one of them where I think that the spot is going to be taken by chance. I think, to be honest, Badiashile, from what we've seen, obviously was very good when he came in. Levi, when he did play for Brighton, he was very good as well. As somebody said, Badiashile is not available at the start of this season for a decent, not like months, but I'm pretty sure it's like the first month or so, few weeks. To September, yeah. So the first month of the season, pretty much, right? Badiashile is not going to be free, like he's not going to be available. So Levi is.
Months. No, I don't think it's that long.
Levi is going to play, but he needs, as what Lewis tweeted a few minutes ago, he needs to back that confidence on the pitch and actually produce these performances that people want him to perform. Then he's going to be, you know what I mean? It's going to be one of them where we've got to wait for Levi to have a poor game for then Badiashile to come in and take that spot. Like that's how it is. That's how football should be. It shouldn't be the case where people start over just because of their name. It should be done by form. But obviously with contracts and certain, things, it makes people start more than others. But realistically, it's, the case of chance for Levi.
Look, the pathway is there, right? I don't think anyone can deny the pathway.
Thank you, Josh.
For Colwill, the pathway is there. What I keep hearing my own voice, bro.
I think it's closer.
But, Class rep your mic, bro. Sorry, man.
So yeah, the pathway is there for him, right? The pathway is there for him. What Jimmy's trying to say is that what it sounds like, what we're getting at, is that he's probably thinking, look, if you're not going to start me week in, week out, I'm out of it. That's what it sounds like.
That's
right?
what it sounds like.
That's what it sounds like.
And I agree with it. All I'm saying is it doesn't say that you need to sell me. Why no loan option?
Why would you want a loan?
Because the reason why I think it's being brought up now, and when he said he want to wait to the Euros, is that because he know there's a team right now, Brighton, who wants him. It's not like he out here like
there's a lot less opportunities for rotation with no Europe, especially
and all the people that's thinking, Liverpool, he not gonna go to Liverpool and get no fucking time, so he ain't thinking about no Liverpool.
He's not thinking about those big clubs. Yep, exactly. That's the only club that I see.
Yeah,
you're
he's
right
thinking about Brighton.
He didn't start.
What I'm trying to say is, you only take one spot of this. He said, "Please show me either I'm playing on the first or show me the path." Why are you ignoring the path?
There is the path. I told you there is a path. He's got one player in front of him. What more do you want?
I mean, like Alex.
But that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is Thiago Silva is gone in a year. That's your path next season. Going long for one season.
This idea of show me the path is come in and fucking play. What's the what path? If you come here and outplay Maddie and Shealy, you're gonna play. That's your competition. Don't watch Silva. Silva is gonna be. I doubt Silva could be phased out this year. This idea that Silva's gonna play all year and play top class. No, he started fading at the end of the year. When an old person starts fading at the end of the year, they don't usually start the next year better than they ended. So I don't really. A lot of people think, Silva's gonna be that guy. I'm not so sure. As far as I'm concerned, his competition is Badia Shealy, who's currently on ice right now. So if he don't see that as a path, it just make me question his ambition. That's all I'm saying.
That is the path. That is the path. And if he doesn't want to fight for
that's fair.
That's fine.
Very fair.
And at the end of the day, we'll sell him. Try get 40 to 50 million for a player that's never played the first team football, and there's no one in the fan base that can blame Chelsea for that. It's his own player that didn't want to fight for a position.
Look, all I can say, if he thinks the way Jimmy thinks, sell him. That's all I can say.
Exactly.
If he thinks the way Jimmy, sell him. I just don't think he. Don't think he thinks that.
I agree with you, Alex. It's the way how he's coming off to me. All right,
well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. If you think that's what he means, then sell him. I agree with you. Based on what you think,
no one can blame the club. No one can blame the club.
Yeah, nobody can blame a club.
I would love him to stay and fight and get that spot. That's what I want to see. Because if he come in with the mindset of, I should have the spot already, I don't think he's gonna break his neck to earn it. Yeah. That's just natural human nature. If I think you're supposed to have something already, it's entitlement.
But when I said that the young kids all of a sudden believe that they're gonna go and like be ball out when they're young, like, Alex was saying nonsense, like they don't believe that. Like, remember when I asked this conversation? Like the young kids all of a sudden they don't wait for the process to be properly,
because they know they can play.
Well, they know they can play, but all of a sudden,
but we don't know they can play.
No. But I'm saying for the team that always bust the guts to get in the top shape in the top 4 and winning the league, you don't have time for this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's all I'm saying.
Let's get this. Yeah. Hold on, Alex, real quick. You guys that keep talking about Saliba, it's clear y'all don't follow Arsenal. Saliba was not giving a chance at all at Arsenal.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't given a chance.
They sent him away to France, and he was the best center back in the league.
Not for 1 year, for 2 years.
It's because he was young, so they gave him a young center back. He came back to Arsenal. He was their best defender.
By the way,
and now he's one of their highest.
By the way, he played for 2 years. He played for 2 years, and he did not want to sign contract. He was about to walk out if he wasn't given proper chance at Arsenal next season.
He earned that spot.
He did not want to send the extension.
He went to league and was one of the best center backs in the league. He was the team's player of
Colwill
the
doesn't
year.
even start for Brighton, and he's coming in
For
demanding
Mars,
first.
For
is it
2 years, he was one of the best center backs
So
in
stop
France.
comparing that. I
I
like
think-
Colwill. I want to see Colwill stay and fight.
But that's
So-
the
that
point.
spot.
If
Because
Jimmy
he's as
Jimmy
good as you
understands
guys say,
right,
I
look,
want
you
him.
see, hold on a second. If this is the way, if we compare Saliba to Colwill, that's my exact point. Saliba went on loan for 2 seasons. This guy went for 1, played 17 games. How we can supposed to give him a chance like Arsenal did?
Yeah, I think so. That there is obviously similar. Well, there is
But to
a
be
path.
fair, he actually went on 2 loans though.
There's a path for Colwill, right, to get into the first team of Chelsea. One is if he
There
wants
is a
to
path,
work-
actually.
One is where he wants to work hard enough to actually get that spot and actually perform. 2, with Saliba, is that it was, I wouldn't say it was easier for him when he came back off of that second loan, but it was apparent that he needed to be starting in that Arsenal team because
Shut up, Master. Go to United. Your boy was already there.
at that time there was it was just Gabriel, I think, and then the other centre back was still like Rob Holding or some shit. So then they brought in Saliba, and you know what I mean, like it worked out like a dream. But Colwill, he needs to realize that this isn't just going to be a free ride where he's going to be able to go, oh yeah, I want this, I want that. Like, cool, you've got to earn it, G. And if you don't want to earn it and you don't have that that competitive, like mindset which footballers should have, especially at the level of Chelsea, then he needs to fuck off, get him gone. Simple as that. We can't have dons with weak mentalities in this team. How many people have we signed recently that have had weak mentalities and now we're trying to get rid of them? Do you know what I mean? Get man in with strong mentalities, get leaders in, get man that actually want to win, not dons that want to just play just for the sake of saying to their brethren,
I'm worried about the 2024 Euros. What the fuck are you talking about? You play for Chelsea, you fucking dickhead. Give a fuck about no 2024 Euros.
But listen though.
You didn't play one game for Chelsea yet. You talking about 2024 Euros? Like,
I think the idea that he wants to leave an A+ club, because we are an A+ club. We are the top of the top. To go to Brighton so he can fight for his place to play in the Euros. How is that a weak mentality? I don't like it because I want him to stay at Chelsea, but I would never call that weak. That's believing in yourself, because most players want to come. Most players want to come to Chelsea. Chelsea is the top. Once you get to Chelsea, you're trying not to leave. He's saying, fuck it, I'll leave if I get to play, because he sees himself better than, what's that guy, Tyrone Mings and Harry Maguire. He sees himself better than them.
So hold on. But
he believes that he can play. He believes that he can play in the Euros over them. It's not. And again, it's not about the money. That's the whole thing. It's not about.
You get paid by your club. You don't use your club to build up to go play for the Euros. You talking back?
What? Do you know? What are you talking about?
Your club not paying you for you to go in. We worry about you getting to no Euros. You
what?
But it's separate.
You talking about, he's challenging himself. Your club not trying to hear that.
What does that? I don't know. What does that have to do with his mentality or any of that? I'm not sure what that has to do with what I just said.
You say he's at a top club. Why would you leave a top club to go to a lower level club?
Because he wants to play so he can play for his country.
Why would he play for Chelsea? Why would he?
Yes, that's the whole point. The point is, let me finish because you guys have been talking for a while. The point is this: he's 19 years old. He's 19 years old. Yeah, playing for the top club, not being on the bench and fighting for a top club. You know what I mean? Badiashile has been fighting for his place for Chelsea. He's not starting for France. If he's starting regularly for Chelsea, he's going to start for France.
Players run from the challenge.
Run from what challenge?
Name me the great players who ran from the challenge. Name me them.
What do you mean run from what challenge?
He doesn't want to fight Badiashile for his space.
At the top club. Name me the player who ran from that challenge and was an all-time great.
I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, you can say Cruz ran from the challenge at Bayern.
Let me say it again.
You can say Cruz ran from the challenge at Bayern, did he not? Did he run from the challenge at 21? He refused to sign whatever bullshit deal they gave him.
Stop lying.
So what are we talking about?
Because they didn't offer him a salary.
They did offer him a salary.
Alex, wait.
Yeah, that was
an
explain
to him because he said he didn't understand.
But that's the point. People are saying you gotta fight, you gotta do this. You don't have to do anything.
Let me explain it so you don't have to. Let me explain it. Let me explain it. You, as a young player, you play to get at a top club. So he's at a top club. Okay? I want you to name me the player who reached to a top club, got to the top club, decided I'm gonna leave.
KDB. KDB, Gnabry.
No, that's what I'm saying, bro. Mourinho froze them out.
Actually, yeah, Gnabry's a great shout, by the way. Gnabry's a fantastic shout.
AC.
Gnabry, he left Arsenal. He went back to Germany to like a second-rate club in Germany, and now he's at Bayern. He's been at Bayern for 5-6 years. Players, we can't. It's not going to be 101 for every player. If he believes in himself at 20 years old,
you got to give me more examples than like.
Hold on, I don't need to give you. You asked for one, but my point is this though. Let me just finish my point. He can leave Chelsea right now, go to Brighton, have an excellent year, right? Go to the Euros, and still go to a top club. He's 20 years old. He doesn't care. If he was 25, I'll understand what you're saying. Like, why the fuck would you leave Chelsea at 25?
So let me ask you this question. You know this is a Chelsea channel, right?
Yeah.
What the fuck does that do for Chelsea?
That's a different conversation.
No, this is the conversation. We're talking.
No, it's not. You literally just hold on. You literally just said his mentality. I said that has nothing. That has nothing to do with his mentality.
Bro,
yeah, just because it's about just because it's about Chelsea doesn't mean you have to make up psychological things and say, oh, he doesn't want to fight. He's not this. He's not that. I don't believe that.
Daniel, hold on, Jimmy. Let me say a quick thing.
That's the whole point of the conversation. It's about what we believe. We're not fucking
his actions. His actions. I don't have to go off of my belief.
Jimmy,
your belief is that he doesn't want to fight. The action is that he wants to play.
That's telling me you don't want to fight. I don't want to.
No, it's not.
Daniel,
is that I don't have to fight. That's different.
I don't want to.
I don't have to.
I think he thinks highly.
Let me hold on a second. I think
he's scared of Badiashile.
Hold on a second. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
Jimmy thinks that
he's not scared of
Badiashile.
I promise you, he's not.
I think he's just more worried about himself than.
Okay, he's not afraid of Badiashile, but that's the only person he has to go through, and he's leaving. He wants to leave.
It's not about him going through it. Like, here's the whole thing. Last year,
hold on. If you based on this article, this sounds like he does not trust his abilities.
That's it. We just different. We come from a different mentality. That's all.
Okay. That sounds good. That sounds good. That has nothing to do with it.
It has a lot to do with it.
It has absolutely nothing to do with it.
I'm gonna tell you why it has a lot to do with it. When you come from nothing, you're willing to fight to get whatever you want. Some people, they feel entitled. A lot of people was born with silver spoon in their mouth.
100%. Listen.
Hold on. Or they were born on.
You're trying to explain to me life and all this shit. I get it. I'm not disagreeing with. Hold on. I'm not disagreeing with any of that. However, hold on. There's some people who are like that. Some people are, they grind to get what they have to get to. They're the Patrick Beverleys. I know you watch basketball. Some people are like that. Some niggas are not. They've been good. They've been good since high school. They don't need to do all that.
And they weak mentality.
Why? Because they're good? What are you talking about?
Well, Daniel, here's the thing. Hold on a second. Here's the thing.
Stop it, bro. That's not true. That's not true.
Daniel, hold on a second. We actually reacting to the article, and based on the article, that's the assumption. What you're saying, I don't believe it. It doesn't have sentence to it.
No,
no. Listen. Jimmy said, this is what I have, this article. What shows me, what do you have that say that you don't believe it? When you said you don't believe that he's not fighting for against Badiashile, but he has article to prove it that he wants to be automatic starter. You say it's not. Show me the evidence that he's not.
That he's not what? What are you talking about?
That he's you said that he's not afraid of Badiashile.
He doesn't care about Badiashile. Hold on. Can I ask you a question?
Talking about the article. Because you don't know his feelings. We're talking about the article. An article said
the article only points to one thing. He wants to start. Yes or no?
No. He also said he wants to show the path. What you laughing? Read the freaking article if you didn't read it.
I didn't read the article. I agree with Jimmy. He wants to start. I agree with Jimmy. He wants to start. Yes, anywhere he goes, he wants to start.
Okay. See, Dan
He
agrees
wants
with
to
me.
start,
Only thing
or he said he
We
needs
disagree. We
thing.
disagree on why. We
Yeah, the
agree on
mentality
what
thing. Yeah.
exactly. We agree on why.
We both
On
agree that he wants to leave. We just kind of agree why. I think if me personally, I think if he wants to leave, it's kind of showing me a weak mentality, and he don't see it that way. That's the difference with me and
I
him.
don't see it that way.
He's just worried about himself.
The way I see the way I see it is this. Like, as Chelsea fans, we do talk about you have to fight for your place a lot. I get all that. That sounds good. But the reality is the top guys, they don't fight for their place. Right? If he's not good enough, that's different. Then you get rid of him or blah blah blah. But when you really think about this, when Terry came into our team, not saying he's Terry, please, or even when Czech came into our team, Czech didn't fight for shit at 19. He was number one over Kudasini immediately he came in. If you want to Google it and you didn't know back then.
That's my point. If Colwill was that good, that's what would happen. Remember the other day?
Yeah, but it took a manager. But hold on, though, bro. It took a manager like Jose Mourinho to say, you know what?
The cream rises to the top, bro.
1,000. No. Hold on. Listen.
I guarantee you. Hold on. I guarantee you, Gavi and Phil Foden and those type of players don't have to sit down and say, guarantee me, because they're so.
No, Jimmy. Hold on, Jimmy. This is what you're missing. This is the only part that you're missing, bro. This is the only part that you're missing, right? Is that these guys, someone like a Fofana, do you think Fofana has to fight with Taliban for his spot? No, because we spent 70 million on him.
For 80 million.
Exactly. When you spend that much money, so it means like at top club.
He raised the money on natural God-given talent. Fofana is better than Chalobah.
Jimmy,
Fofana had 1.5 seasons.
Jimmy, the question I want to ask.
man.
So if you're better, it doesn't. So if you're better, you don't have to fight, right? Hold on. We're getting somewhere.
Wait, let me hear what Scott. Let me hear Scott's question. Let me hear Scott's
on
question.
what Dan said, because this is, I think, and this is why, like, I think all of this talk of what we're doing is kind of stupid, is because what Dan just said. How do we know that when the season starts, he isn't the starter at left centre back for Poch?
That's why my question.
But wait, Scott, we're talking about the article, and this is let's remember this is coming from the article, right? This is he doesn't want to be a backup. If you don't want to be a backup, that means you want to be a starter.
Yeah.
So naturally, if your mentality is I want to be a starter, Scott, there's no reason to talk to a coach. If you
no. Oh,
you
Jimmy,
want
you're
to be a
missing it.
starter, you know you're gonna walk in, I'm gonna kick ass, and I'm gonna be the starter.
That's not
Jimmy, but there's a caveat. There's a caveat to that. Jimmy, there's a caveat to that. Here's a small caveat.
Y'all think
every
every fucking player goes to the coach and say, "Oh, I want to be a starter"?
Every player is not as good as him.
Why? Because of a few games.
That's how coaches get their 11.
I'm sorry. Listen, I'm sorry.
Beg me. The first 11 to come beg me. That's how I'll make my starting 11. We're talking about professional sports, bro.
Hold on, Jimmy. This is the slight part that people are missing. We want him to re-sign a new contract. If we're saying next year come in and fight for your place, cool. I'll come in and fight. If I'm starting, then I'll resign. But you want me to sign right now. Why should I sign right now if I'm not guaranteed that I know I'm number one, I'm going to be here for a long time? You just want, like, if he has options, if he knows I'm guaranteed, if I go to Brighton, they already believe in me. I'm going to start, I'm going to get games, blah, blah, blah. Cool, right? I have 2 years left. If Chelsea wants me to come back and just play this year, I will come back. Hold on, let me just finish. If Chelsea want me to come this year and just play,
I'm gonna leave Chelsea.
All right, you got it.
To go to Brighton, and that's not mentality.
No, again,
you don't. Really talking about here?
Again,
I actually have a completely different perspective on this, and
it's not a mentality issue at all. Because if you look right, he knows as well. If I go Brighton, I play well. I am guaranteed a move to a big club. Guaranteed a move to a big club. If I play to the level that I think I can play at. So he knows, as Dan said, like if this was like he's 25, 26, you can question it. This guy knows I'm playing at a big club in the future. I'm guaranteed it. That's how much he believes in him.
He's at a fucking big club now.
Yeah, and the point is if he doesn't see...
What the fuck are we talking about?
See, this is what Jimmy.
I'd love to finish my fucking point once without being interrupted at the same time in a goddamn stream. If he sees that, okay, I'm not like, it depends again. This comes back to what I said. It depends on the conversation with Poch. That's all this depends on. Because if Poch goes, you're my starter next season, well, this is nipped in the bud. It doesn't matter. It does not matter because he starts. If Poch says, I only see you getting 1,000 minutes next season, he'll go, no, I'm good. I'll go to Brighton, play well. Cool, I'm getting a move to City, Liverpool, Real Madrid, wherever next season, like wherever in the future.
I'll go after Scott.
He knows that.
You finished, Scott?
Yeah, I finished.
So let me, and I'll say the last piece about it. Is if it was me, based on the team that we have right now, I will actually prefer, as a Chelsea fan, I will prefer Colwill go on loan because they play more games. They have more games this season than we are. We don't have time. We need a little bit of. We have less game. We have the center backs at there with the starter in it. I think for Chelsea Football Club, if they will explain to him, look, even if we would like to give you more games, we're not in that many competitions this season. Could you please consider and think that we're gonna go in a long run and we're gonna add you to it, sign a contract with a big salary that Brighton will not give you? I promise you, Brighton cannot afford the salary that Chelsea can. That's the approach that I think the players sometimes, exactly what Jimmy said, he's still 19. There's no way. What I'm trying to say is the path. People keep saying that it was only one way, either that or that. No, that's a lie, because he also said, show me the path. How you cannot show the path to the kid when you're telling him, look, we don't have many competitions this season.
Monster, I fucking love you, bro.
Okay, go suck his dick then. What I'm saying is, look, just show the kid the path. That's it. That's the path. Just explain it to him. That's all it is.
Wait, was De Bruyne wrong when he took a step down?
Who are you?
De Bruyne was forced out, monster.
He was what?
Forced out.
Who is this guy? I don't know this guy.
He wasn't forced out. He chose to.
What do you mean? Let Monster talk. Let Monster talk. Shut up. Let Monster talk.
Wait. He wasn't forced out.
He wasn't even playing, monster.
He wasn't playing. Neither is Colwill. Like,
he ain't fucking been on the team yet.
Hey, Jimmy. Let me ask you about a player that you like a lot. A player you like very, very, very much. Lavia. What did he do with City? Didn't he leave City, go to Southampton, and now we all want him? Every other top club wants him?
Exactly.
Did he believe in himself and leave City, go to Southampton, a relegation team, play extremely well, and now we all want to buy him? Sancho did the exact same thing.
Let me ask you this question.
Sancho did the exact same thing.
I hate to answer the question.
Everyone stop. Just going to go through a few of these. Some of them are really good to these points as well. President Jafar says Colwill behavior gives me Courtois vibes. Bad sign. I think it's way too early to tell on that front, but save for the donation. K Mills says, as a United fan, let me put this topic to bed. This reminds me of a 20-year-old PK who wanted game time but couldn't because of Ferdinand and Vidic. Went to Barca and became a starter straight away. Yeah, that's actually a very good point.
It's really not.
No, he started straight away.
It's really not. It's cap.
Yes, he started.
So did the other ones want so many trophies?
No, Lewis, we ain't got Rio Ferdinand and Vidic in head of Colwill, bro. That's
but it's not about. So like it's like the context of it, right? So he's not saying
they're clearly taking out the context.
He's not. Let me, bro.
Let someone land, bro. You interrupt damn near every person. Let someone land.
I was gonna say, bro, like I ain't spoken in like 15 minutes, bro. But basically, yeah, like so what that donation that guy said there, yeah. He isn't saying that Chelsea have like a Rio and Vidic partnership. That's why obviously Colwill was then going to have to, bounce. He's basically saying that, with, for instance, Colwill is that let's say Fofana sorts out his injury issues and let's say Badiashile then obviously carries on the great form that he obviously came into us with. Then he's going to look at it and be like, right, well, might have to dip. Like that's what he's going. That's what he might have to do.
That's his own problem. It's not the club's fault.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's a club's problem.
That's why he's looking out for himself.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
I can tell you
that's
that
fine,
the
Lewis,
reason
but
why they're saying that it's not a club problem
fans are making
because
out
hold on a
it's
second,
club.
Ziad. The kid said right. That's not the club problem, but the problem is in the future when Colwill will ball out. There's gonna be a fans like Monster. Oh,
Exactly.
remember Kevin De Bruyne? Remember Salah?
Well, wait, but hold on,
But
Alex.
at the same time, it's Chelsea's not fault. But they, the Chelsea fans, will accuse Chelsea.
Yeah,
Because
Alex, answer me
the
this.
only
I want
one
somebody
that actually deserves the shot at the Mourinho was Kevin De Bruyne, and that's it. No Salah. Salah was shit when he was at Chelsea.
You guys have a better memory than me.
That's not true.
Can I ask y'all
That's
this?
true.
What players were ahead of KDB when he was trying to break through?
It was Mata and Fabregas.
Oscar.
Okay, say it again.
Mata, Fabregas.
Not Chile. It's not Mata and not Fabregas, bro.
Hold on. This is. I'm gonna give you.
Oscar,
This
It was Oscar.
Wait, hold on. What? This is one thing that. Yeah, Oscar. My bad. I think.
Chile's not even Oscar.
Hold on.
bro.
Chile's not even Oscar.
Sorry, that's my bad. They use KDB money to buy Fabregas. That's my bad. But you guys are going on like the way Chelsea work is a meritocracy, right? Like it's fair. Everyone's given a chance, blah, blah. I'll give you a perfect example, right? Last season, Cucurella and Chilwell were worse than Lewis Hall. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why were they given chances ahead of him? If he was better than them and it's a meritocracy, it's based on merit. Why were they?
He's a kid.
No,
okay.
So that's what they were saying about Cole.
Oh, there you
He's
go.
a kid.
So Cole
But
was
no,
a
but
kid.
isn't Hall like 17, 18? How old is Hall?
Forget Hall. How about Badiashile? You guys remember early in the season, Badiashile came in January, had 5 excellent games. Then he was benched for no reason. Right?
No, he got benched. We had a dumb coach.
Managers.
We know the
No,
reason.
even under Potter, we didn't see him for a long time.
No, he didn't get benched under Potter. That's bullshit. That's bullshit.
All right,
Hold on.
y'all got it.
Hold on. That's
No, he did not.
Yes, he did.
That's what we're saying at Chelsea. Yeah, it has always been the big money signings were always going to get in ahead of the younger players, even if the younger players are better, because they want to retain the value of those players.
I can understand your point if it was like 2-3 years ago before the new wave.
It's still that way now, though.
No,
it can't be still that way when it's all new people.
Listen to Monster. Hold on a second, Monster. Hold on a second. When Poch, not Poch, what's his name? That Harry Potter. When you're right, Badiashile was played 5 good games. Then all of a sudden he dropped. He didn't drop all of a sudden. He had a little tingle injury, and then he never came back. But to give you a point about what's his name, Hall, and the other one thing I really struggle with fans is to understand why you think that managers all of a sudden pick the team based on experience sometimes, especially when the team is struggling. When you struggle as a team and you cannot go get the win, sometimes even draw, you really think that Harry Potter is going to pick a 19 or 17 years old kid versus 2 experienced left backs, even though they don't play well. You telling me that?
Okay.
I
remember you told me about how you used to play. I don't even want to go there.
This didn't even just start with this. This happened last season, the season before with Aspi and Chalobah. Chalobah was better than Aspi the whole season. The whole season.
That's a lie. The guy was supposed to get 5 penalties against them. We're lucky we didn't get it.
2 penalties. Only 2.
Chalobah.
2 penalties. You're only talking about Newcastle.
Here, I'm not saying that Chalobah didn't deserve. What I'm saying is the managers sometimes do stupid things and pick the experience versus the common sense.
I'm asking you because you guys are going on like here at Chelsea, it's a meritocracy. Players get played on merit. Was Chalobah better than Aspi that season? Yes or no?
Yo, so Monster,
but that's not my point. My point is the managers will pick the experience.
Now
hold on.
Poch is the coach. He's never been the coach. What happened in the past is irrelevant.
Okay, so hold on, guys. Quick question: if Poch is struggling and he needs to bring in an experienced player like Thiago Silva to come in and start, who goes on the bench? For Fofana or Badiashile and Colwill?
Wouldn't it matter who's playing bad? How would we predict that?
No, it's the left-sided centre back.
It's going to be Badiashile or Colwill. Fofana is going to start every single game because we paid 80 million for him, and he has to work.
Man, that ain't how it goes, bro. That ain't
First
how
of
it
all,
go.
Fofana is a good center back. He had the ball.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying if our defense is struggling and he needs to bring in an experienced player. Let's say we start the season, Badi Chile is going to be Badi Chile. He's going to say, you know what?
It would be who's ever struggling though. Why would you know? Why would it be Badi
because I've seen it before. In this season, Badi Chile was benched for Thiago Silva.
100%. 100%.
And next season we benched again for Thiago Silva.
He wasn't even.
Hold on.
He wasn't even just benched for Thiago Silva. He was benched for
I was just
Koulibaly.
trying to give you
And Koulibaly.
explanation sometimes that what the managers do. The explanation was not that it's the right decision. The explanation is that's what managers do sometimes, stupid thing, because they cannot pass that block, mental block, that they're so afraid that the runs are going bad constantly that they do those stupid things. I'm not saying that they're right to do it. I'm saying that they prefer to do it. And I don't care who you're saying, they still will do it. No matter how much Pep does not like sometimes what's his name? The right center, what's his name? That English player on the right. What's his name?
Kyle Walker.
No. That
Cole Palmer.
Cole
Palmer.
No, it's not Cole Palmer.
No.
So who are you talking about? You talking about Stones or are you talking about
Rico Lewis?
Or Rico Lewis?
No, the
English player.
right center back, that English
Rico
player
Lewis
comes
is
from
English.
Spurs.
Oh, Walker.
Kyle Walker.
Kyle.
Kyle.
Kyle Walker. In the beginning, not last season, the season, a couple of seasons before, he was annoyed with him making those and open up the center backs. He was annoyed with him. But in the great games, he still take him and put him on. Because his experience, he does that. Every manager does that.
Behind Kyle Walker, they've never had anyone even close. They've never had anyone close. The guys that were playing, the senior players that we buy for big money, they're even worse than some of the little kids.
First of all, how old is Fofana?
Really.
Please tell me. Please tell me how old is
Fofana
Fofana?
is like 20.
He's a kid. 22?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, why he keeps bringing Fofana's name for fuck's sake
22.
and saying he's old player?
Yeah, he's a kid. Fofana's a kid.
Who said he was an old player?
Monster keeps bringing up Fofana all the time.
I've not even mentioned
No,
Fofana.
I've been the one. No, I've been the one bringing up Fofana to highlight. I was bringing him up to highlight that some players are already guaranteed because of their status, right? I don't disagree with what Redneck is saying. I agree with you, and that's part of the reason why he wants that level of status. Whereas if I'm playing well, let's say things are going wrong, I'm not the one that immediately gets benched. I'm not the one that's the disposable one. That's what he's looking for. It's not. I don't disagree with you. It's true. If we're struggling and we need to bring Thiago Silva in, you don't automatically just kick me off, right? That's what he's fighting for. So that's where I disagree with the.
No. But the conversation is not about that. The conversation. You're right. The problem is we use a specific article. That's what Daniel. The problem is we use.
I agree with the article though. Like listen. We can say I agree with it, bro.
You gotta admit it sounds weird. I just don't.
I don't think it sounds. I don't think it sounds weird. I think it's. Listen.
He backs himself. His dad speak. His dad spoke on. I think it was Alex Goldberg's podcast. He said it straight. They back because they know how good he is, and this was even before he even played for Brighton.
So that's not even him saying. That's that's his dad said.
No, I don't know what the articles. I don't know who said what the article said. That just comes from journalists. But if you listen to what his dad said, listen, these guys, they back themselves. They think he's
why doesn't he come and take Badiashili's spot then?
Listen.
He doesn't back himself.
Hold on. If
he doesn't back himself, bro.
Hold on. If it's fair chances, he's taking that spot. I said.
Hold on.
Why would you think this now?
Hold on. I said this last season when he went to Brighton. I said. He is got whoever's at that left centre back. I think it was Webster. Once Colwill gets in that team, he's taking that spot. He's that good. He will. If
but
they
he started, then he dropped.
No.
Yeah, how many games did he start out of the 17, 18 that he played? Can anybody tell me?
No, Monster. He started a couple of games, played well, then
somebody
dropped
punched
him.
those stats.
No injury.
He got injured.
Yo, Lewis, just look it up on
Just
transfer
tell me
market.
how many games he started and played, please.
He also, by the way, he also played more games than Badiashile did.
No, I said Lewis. Can you look up when he got injured for us on like transfer market?
Yeah.
Colwill,
because
we've been arguing about this back and forth.
Yeah. I know he played 17 games. That's all I'm saying.
And people act like he's
they didn't start.
I actually think, my personal view, I think he's better than Badiashile. But I just don't think. I know. I watched him. I'm saying he's better in the long run. I don't know that this article is right. Based if this article is right, I don't like that what he's saying. But I don't believe this article. That's all I'm saying.
It's as simple as this. Yeah, I agree with him. I'm sorry.
I know because you're a stan, bro.
Hold on. The only reason why I agree. Hold on, no, it's not about being a stand. It's about
we don't have to do labels just because we disagree with each other, man. That ends the conversation. It makes the point.
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about Monstar. He's
wait, let Monster land, guys.
It's not about being a stand. It's about if you got to look at yourself in the same position. If it was your career, you would do the same thing. You're not gonna commit, so you wouldn't. So you would just. I
fight for shit. I fight for shit.
Okay. I mean,
I do. I'm just telling you my mentality. I fight for shit. I don't run I don't run when the going gets tough, bro.
It's not about.
You gotta understand the mentality, yo. Different people go through different things. So it is about mentality. When you
hold on.
Yo, hold on.
Wait. Let me
Monstar. Some people see the world differently because of their life experience.
Is going to,
you understand?
Listen, whether you like it or not, right? Because listen, at the end of the day, everyone has their own interests at heart. The club has its own interests at heart. Players have their own interests at heart, right? He has to do what's best for his career. Whether you like it or not, I'm pretty sure you guys are the same way at your jobs. You can sit here and lie like you're not. I know that's a lie.
I'm not trying to cheat shit. I just try to get paid. I get paid by the hour.
Well, there you go. Alex, you said hold on. Alex
I hear that, Alex, man.
But he said he's just trying to get paid. Exactly. So if you don't play, you're not really going to get paid, are you? You're not going to get paid as much as you want to.
Listen, here's a good way to look at it for you guys, right? People leave Fortune 500 companies all the time to go to startups and get a lot more money and get the chance that they want. If you're at Google and you're a developer, Monster, you're a developer, right? If you're at Google and you're making fucking 90K a year,
the Monster develops.
Yeah, he's been a developer. But if you're at Google, yeah, but I've given you actual players and you don't want to hear it. So I'm trying to relate it to something that I gave you Lavia, I gave you Sancho. You don't want to listen to
companies. Okay, that's what we did.
I gave you Lukaku. Lukaku left our club for fucking West Brom and ended up going to Manchester United. I don't know why. How is this? I'm so confused.
Let me ask actual Monster, and I just want to know, for me, personal opinion of you on like if you were like with Colwill situation, what do you think is best for Colwill? If he forget the contract, forget the contract. Next year, you think is better for him at Chelsea or go one more loan?
If he doesn't
or be sold.
Yeah, if he doesn't, so it's as simple as this. If he doesn't get a chance at Chelsea enough game time, then
I didn't ask you that. You the one that gives him chance. I'm saying if you had the power, you will tell. No promises because there's no chance. Like there's, you know what I'm saying. Like for his career, what's the best?
If I'm giving any footballer advice, I would tell them not to go to a big start at a big club. Start at a smaller club. I would have told him to leave. Straight, I'm gonna be honest with you. I would have told him to leave.
That's it. What about you, Daniel?
I actually agree with Monster on that. Like if I'm talking right now and I'm like either his agent or family member, I'm telling him to leave. But again,
like a permanent or loan, if it's possible.
No,
leave permanently. He's already done 2
seasons. I'd probably say leave permanently. The thing I will say though is this is very much this could change.
Not weird.
This whole scenario we're talking about could change once he speaks to Poch, because if he has a positive conversation with Poch,
that's the funny part. Poch never spoke to the guy.
No, but that's my point. Is like if he has a positive conversation with Poch, and it sounds really good, then I'm turning around and going, no, you need to stay, because it depends on what that conversation. That conversation for Colwill was the most important one because it determines what is going to happen, at least for this portion of his career. Because if Pochettino speaks to him and basically convince him he is going to play most games, or not most games, but he's going to consistently, or he's a key piece, then yeah, I'm staying here. I'm convincing him to stay, and he could stay. But if Poch goes to him and goes, well, as I said earlier, you're going to get 1,000 minutes here, maybe even less than 800 minutes. I'm going, Why? What's the point? Because what the thing is because he got brought up earlier, Chalobah. We talk about Chalobah, and yeah, I'm glad he's playing. He's now arguably 4th or 5th choice centre back, at least right now, before Poch has had a chance to fully assess the team, and he might be leaving. He might be going out to Inter, and that was someone who wanted to fight. Ruben Loftus-Cheek was the same, and we bashed on him and shout on him for wanting to stay instead of not showing ambition to go out and play football. He just wanted to stay and be around the team, and people shout on him for it. But now Colwill's want to do the opposite, and he's also getting shot on for doing that. So people just can't win. It's like that he sees these guys like I might end up. He's like, depending on how things go, he's looking at going. There is a chance if certain things happen that I end up 5th choice centre back and wasting my 3-4 years.
Do y'all support Chelsea or do y'all support the players? I thought this was a Chelsea stream.
It's not about.
No,
you're not
I asked. Now we're changing the conversation.
When I'm talking about these players and we talking about this, it's not personal. I'm talking about what it means to Chelsea. Y'all be talking about what's great for the players. I don't give a fuck about that.
No. Scott said
through the lens of I'm a Chelsea fan.
Jimmy, Scott said
if
he had the power, he would want him on loan.
No one can hear you guys. No one can hear you guys.
I just explained it.
Yeah,
I want him. If I'm
Scott said he wants him to stay.
If you haven't been here before and haven't heard me speak about Cole, I want him to stay and play games. I said that last year. I said that before.
But Scott, you said if you was his family, you would tell him to go.
100%.
Yes.
Yeah, but that's him. Hold on. But that's him as his family, not him as a Chelsea fan. That's different.
If you personally feel like the best thing is for him to leave, how could you? If Chelsea right now sold him, would you be mad?
Yes. I would. I'd be annoyed.
All right, okay.
Listen,
I don't.
That makes no sense. That makes no sense.
That's just confusing to me.
Hold on.
That's just. All right, I'm just gonna leave it alone. That's just confusing.
Listen, I'm gonna keep it real. Yeah. If any of my kids say, when I have kids and all that, and they say they want to play football, I'm not advising any of them to start at a big club. I'm sorry. I don't care if it's Chelsea, Man United, Man City, Arsenal. It's not the best place to start as a young footballer. That's just real. You shouldn't, as a family member, you should be telling them straight. Okay, you can start in the academy, but when you want to start actually playing first team football, go to the smaller clubs.
It's the same for me. Jimmy, it's the same for me. If my son becomes a footballer, right, and he's in the position Colwill is, bro, it's family over everything. I'm telling him, do whatever's best for you. Do whatever's best for your career so you make the most money and have the best career you possibly can. If that means leaving Chelsea, leave Chelsea. Because family comes first. Again, as a Chelsea fan, I want him to stay because he is an asset to this team and he will improve us. But at the end of the day, that's what the question was. The question was, if you're in and around him, him and his entourage or family or whatever, that's what the question was asked. As a Chelsea fan, I would love him to stay. I would love him to stay and be a part of the team. And if he leaves,
I would never tell my son to leave fucking Chelsea to go to Brighton. Are you out of your fucking mind? Yeah, look. Leave one of the most prestigious clubs in the country and go to Brighton.
Lavia did it.
They believe that he'll go to another
Negative, bro.
So many people that do
Negative.
it. So
I
many
wouldn't do
players
that.
do it, bro.
Bro, KDB, when Mourinho didn't really give him no chances, whatever. He went to Wolfsburg. Who was? I don't even think they were in the Champions League at that time.
No, they didn't get no chances. You don't
hold on.
You didn't get no chances.
Hold on.
Didn't get no chances is what you said.
Yeah, he didn't get no chance. This is Colwill's banking on if they're going to give him chances or not. He's not trying to do another loan.
KDB actually came in and fought and realized he wasn't getting chances.
But you're asking him to sign a contract before we even know if he gets a chance or not. This is the key part people are missing. He has 2 years left. You can keep him for 1 year and let's see if he plays or not. Right? So if you want to
2+1, he's got 2+1.
Yeah, if you want to keep him for next year on his current contract, let's see if he plays. If he doesn't play, then he can leave. Cool. But you want him to tie down his future right now with no guarantees.
When is his contract expires?
2020. Yes, 2 plus a player option.
For 3 years. So
why
he's
is that even worried then? Send him on loan.
Yeah.
No, he's not doing another loan. These guys don't want to do another loan.
Nobody's asking him what he's doing. Otherwise, he's playing in U21s.
You know he can.
Alex, I'm telling people,
all this petty shit doesn't work in football.
Nobody can tell me this.
Don't work.
Imagine we all say The prime for defenders is age like 26, 20. He's 19 and got demands. Think about that shit.
Yeah, but he's got other clubs knocking at his door. So if you don't want to meet those demands, he's going to leave.
The other clubs knocking at his door is levels.
Jimmy,
bro,
because I don't
listen,
think
I'm gonna
again,
tell you.
I mean, for next season, they're in Europe and we're not. So I mean, at least for that.
Come on, we're not doing that. We're not doing that.
No, think about this, Jimmy. Jimmy, think about this. If you know you're gonna be Jimmy, if you know you're gonna be somewhere for 1 year only, right?
Also,
for one
Jimmy,
more year or 2 more years. If you know that, you don't care.
We're in a different era of football, by the way. Because this guy's on Twitter or he sees the news. He's seeing Jude Bellingham get sold to Real Madrid for 100 mil at what, like 20, bro? Like who 2 years ago or 3 years?
Hold on.
Hang on. Let me fucking finish. You keep interrupting people. Don't let people finish the point. We're gonna be here for 4 hours, bro.
UCL quarters. That's not a comparison.
Colwill has Man City and Liverpool knocking at his door, and there's going to be more.
Ride the bench.
Bro, let man speak,
the bench.
Finish, bro.
Just like
mute him, please, bro. We're gonna be here for 12 hours, bro.
Bro, he's gonna listen. If he goes to
interrupting people,
it's as simple as this.
Fucking Man City. He ain't
Wait.
Man City.
It's as simple as this, yeah. If he goes to Brighton, he'll probably be there for say 2-3 years, and then he's gonna get a massive. Could be, I don't know what the pricing is gonna be at that point. 100 mil move. He ain't gonna be riding the bench then. He's not.
Monster, let me
he
say
got
something.
Man City looking at, so now he's gonna go play at City.
Listen.
He ain't gonna go now.
Y'all niggas be talking some bullshit.
Monster, you're talking about a player.
Trouble winning fucking Man City. Colwill gonna go play there.
Bro,
really?
They're about to buy freaking. Who are they about? Well, how old is Guardiola? How much? How old
Guardiola? How many games Guardiola has played, bro? Stop comparing him to those fucking players,
bro.
They're the exact same age.
Colwill is just as good as Guardiola.
But monster. You see one thing here. You keep sitting there and saying he backs himself. He thinks he's
100%.
whatnot. Okay, cool. His dad backs himself. But the only person stopping him from starting for Chelsea, his boyhood club that he was in an academy in, is a fucking 22-year-old Badiashile. They're like
but that's not
2 years apart.
Hold on.
Badiashile is a pride of Todd Bowley. He's the Todd Bowley signing. And he's the most proudful movement for Todd Bowley. Now, Badiashile is not a problem. Cucurella is a problem.
Okay,
Badiashile is
you're taking meth or something, bro.
Okay, I have a question for you guys. Do you guys think Badiashile has the potential to be a world-class player?
Can I finish, Monster?
Big up, Joey. Take care,
I'm
man.
not even speaking, bro.
Less.
I mean,
the reason Todd has credibility is because of Badiashile. That's his signing, like a low 40 million, a brilliant player. We can't. Listen, Todd can't sell Badiashile.
We're not selling.
That's the place where he gets his credibility.
Mute his mic, Lewis. Mute his mic.
One sec. Right, I'm gonna go through these super chats because there's been guys been waiting a while. I gotta go through a lot of these. Big up David saying whether he wants to go will be determined by him signing the contract. If he's not guaranteed a starting spot, so if he doesn't sign, he wants to go. I get his stance. I get Chelsea wanting to hold him. I get both sides on this. Big up Dinishin saying it all depends on Poch during pre-season to decide. For a lot of players as well. There's going to be a lot of players who I think future will be judged based on pre-season. Cheb says he was on loan at Huddersfield and Brighton. Yeah, 2 separate loans. Dinishin said Shit Kai started most games while Brozier was benched. Yep, Brozier had like 2 appearances last season. Petrara says, should LA Knight win Money in the Bank, Lewis? God willing, because if anyone else wins, I'll be fuming. Yeah. Josh says, damn right. Big up, Josh, who says, this makes way more sense. These guys just want Levi to get a big move one day. They are looking out for his future. I get why Chelsea want to hold him, but I get why he also wants to wait as well. It's just picking a side, but it's like both sides are fair points. K Mill says,
let him get through it, bro.
You can tell this guy is surrounded by the right people. Brighton's an exciting project and a solid club. If he balls out, his career is set. Check out the BBC Sport article I put in the chat because he speaks about Brighton as well. He makes a lot of good points about De Zerbi, so take a look at that too. And Adrian says if Colwill walks into Pochettino's office and Poch gets bad vibes from the bowl of lemons, Badiashile will be the first choice. I get the lemons reference, but we'll see what happens in preseason, my guy. But yeah, thank you for the donations, my guys.
All it is that he's gonna go into. He's not signing a contract now, which is a smart thing. He's just gonna go into the preseason and the season as well, because he's gonna stay the season. He's not going anywhere. He's just gonna go into the season and see, is he gonna at least get a fair chance? It's not even about him starting. Listen, if
why wouldn't he not start, bro? Why would
you keep saying why wouldn't he?
We brought this up, bro.
I already, bro. Like, you saying why wouldn't he?
He said that's a smart thing if you don't sign the contract. Smart for who? Aren't we Chelsea fans? Aren't we Chelsea fans?
I'm not talking from the perspective of a Chelsea fan. It's his career.
So what the fuck? I don't care. Well, so when this turned into fucking Colwill string, fuck Colwill mentality and all that. He'll sign for us. Fuck him, man.
We're trying to explain to you his mentality.
I mean, if we want to have a biased stream where we say fuck him, we can do that.
We're trying to debate you. You just want to interrupt people and just shoot shit.
Y'all niggas
Yo, let
debate is.
Lewis get through these super chats, man.
What kind of conversation are we having? Listen, all he's going to do. He's gonna
never mind.
Yeah, there's only one left, so we can.
If he gets a fair chance, then he will definitely, bro. He will definitely sign the contract. If not, then he's out.
Bro, just keep him and forget the contract for now. Why do we want to push? Because if he signs, he has to sign for 8 years, right? He has to sign for 8 years. That's what everybody's getting, 8-year contract. So you're telling them there's no guarantee for you, and whether we like it or not, it's not about anything can happen in football. Colwill can come in and get injured. You know, the first few weeks or whatever, different things can happen in that sense. And Badiashile is a top talent as well. He's no slouch. I don't agree with Jimmy that it's just Badiashile in front of you. These guys know each other. You know every talent of your age group. Badiashile is one of them. You know what I'm saying? So if you miss out
against the same age.
Yeah, so if you miss out, if I'm injured, I know like if I'm injured for 3 months. And Badiashile is probably still in this now. If he's injured for the start of the season for 3 months and Cole gets a chance to play, he's not coming back in, and vice versa.
Badiashile is already
and vice versa. So it's just like
how many years has he got left on his contract?
He has 3 years. He has 2 + 1. Why do you have to give him a contract right now?
So realistically, we don't have to offer him shit right now.
You don't.
Okay. So the fact that we're offering him a big contract, is that not showing him? You know what I'm saying? Is that not trust in him?
That's what change his value.
Or is that saying
do you know what literally goes against that? They just did the same thing with Chalobah and they're trying to get rid of him. He's on a 6-year deal and they're now trying to get rid of him.
No, they're not necessarily
trying to get rid of him.
I don't know what y'all mean by trying to get rid of him.
Trying to get rid of him.
He is seen as someone who they can get rid of. And he signed a contract.
That's every player. No one left. That's every player, Scott.
Yeah,
you know that, right?
Hang on. That's not Reece James, who they signed a long contract to. That's not Enzo.
No, literally, Scott. It's every player. At any moment, you can be sold. It's a part of football, Scott.
No, Scott, no one's come in for them. Inter Milan's come in for Chalobah, but nobody else. I don't think he's someone that actively.
Hang on. We've seen multiple reports that they are willing to let Chalobah go.
They're not shopping him.
Yeah, willing to let go.
They're not shopping
him out is different.
Yeah,
no. But they're not okay. They're not pushing him out 100%, but they're willing to let him go.
I'd say Chelsea weren't trying to push Havertz out, but he left.
Him signing a new contract means nothing. Him signing a new contract means nothing. Which, when say 2 years down the line, they go, "Oh, we don't need you." So what was the point of signing a contract?
How many years?
But that's a part of football. What are we talking about here? Like, what are we complaining about? These fucking players that make millions of dollars, that it's a chance they might get sold.
Fucking listen. So if you fucking open your ears and listen, so we've been trying to tell you for what, about 40 minutes now, is that's what him and his entourage and his family are thinking about. These are the things he's thinking about.
And if you listen, you'll know that I'm a Chelsea fan and I don't give a fuck about that. I'm talking about from a Chelsea point of view.
But you can hold on, but Jimmy, there's no problem with you doing that, but you can just tweet that. But if you want to have a conversation on his mentality, or why is this happening? Then you have to actually.
I just gave my opinion on his mentality, and you disagreed, so it led to a conversation. Let's have that right. I didn't.
Yeah, and then we
say let's have an open forum.
Yeah, but you're telling us that we have to. You're telling us that we have to agree and behave a certain way as Chelsea fans and speak of them a certain way.
You have to do anything. What are you talking about?
So then, what is the participation? Okay, then tell us what is the participation. What is the point of you saying, we're Chelsea fans? I don't give a shit about what he feels.
I'm a Chelsea fan. Fuck it. If you heard we, I'm a Chelsea fan.
You definitely said we.
Well, didn't I just correct myself? I said, well, if you heard I'm a Chelsea fan. You good
He's a proper Chelsea fan. Jimmy, I fucking love you, bro.
Scott, when Chalobah signed his contract, how many years did he have left?
I just don't get
Alex,
this
relax, man.
idea, like, yo,
But you see what I'm saying, Scott? It's not the same thing.
I go for my team. I'm about my squad. If we have a
Jimmy,
player who's looking outside of the team, fuck him.
But Jimmy,
like y'all be in love with these players. Like, I'm different, bro.
Yeah, I thought we got rid of it
when we had these players.
It is not being in love with no players.
Yo, bro, you're in love with Colwill. Cut it out, man. Monster, I'm done. You're an academy guy.
Monster in love with Mount.
Yeah, he's an academy guy. You, Nini, all you guys, you academy guys. Y'all guys love the academy. Don't
why won't you love the academy?
And I don't think there's nothing wrong with that.
Wait,
you do. You love the academy. You do.
Hold on. If I love Chelsea, why wouldn't I love Chelsea's academy? It's literally a part of the club.
Because you watch them. I have no affinity for them because I don't watch them.
It's literally our grassroots. So why wouldn't I love our grassroots?
And I just said there's nothing wrong with that. But that y'all have little biases towards them because y'all watch them come up and all that. I don't have that. I just go by what I see.
I'm not gonna deny that. Yeah, we might have a little biases towards
I'm not saying that's even the wrong thing, though.
Monster. I'm not gonna lie. Jimmy has better point. To be honest,
it's not.
It's just a better point. To be honest,
watch them come up as kids. Of course, there's gonna be that little bias there. Like,
I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm not. But all I'm saying is what I said from the beginning. My whole point was, it just sound like he don't really care too much to be here, and then y'all kind of came and agreed with me. That's the weirdest part.
But Jimmy, I don't know.
That was my original point. Like, I don't think he want to be here. Scott came and said I would tell him to go. Basically, what you saying is you would tell him to go. So y'all kind of
just disagreed with your mentality point. That's what we disagreed with. We didn't disagree with him.
No, you disagree with my mentality point.
But they disagree with it too.
Yeah, but it's just a different way how we look at mentality. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm at a big club, if I'm a football player, my dream is to make it to a top club and fight to be at that top club. If I get there, I'm there already. I'm at third base. I'm not going back to second base unless I'm forced there. You're gonna have to force me back to second base because I made it to third.
Football is not a one-way route. There's a lot of players who get to the top.
I understand that, but I'm telling you the route that I would take.
Don't talk about bases. There's Fizzy Drinks over here who's never seen the tits in his life and class rap.
Yo, chill, bro.
There's
I've seen your sister text.
Right. So with this whole Levi thing, right, is literally the case where realistically we're going off if buts and maybes, right?
Exactly.
We don't know what's going to happen, of course, right? We don't know if he is going to end up trying to force his way, not necessarily permanently moving away from Chelsea, but let's say he says, I want to go on another loan. We don't know that yet. So this whole shouting about, his mentality.
Why does this guy sounds like a therapist?
Let him finish, bro.
You see, he made all of us shut up, though.
He makes more sense than you, Alex. Mute your mic. Go on, lad. Go on.
Shut up, you fuck, man.
No. Realistically,
Let him finish.
Realistically, we don't know what's going to happen, right? So the fact that we've just spent, about an hour and a half, whatever, shouting about a situation where
what was we supposed to do? That's what we're here to do. We're here to shout and argue. Especially, I'm married with kids.
Is that your first time at Lewis? Is that your first time on Lewis' channel?
Were you the one who was talking shit about Gallagher?
God damn, let him finish.
It's his first time on Lewis. He doesn't know what's the crazy is.
Haven't let him finish.
Realistically, this whole
not everyone is like us, guys.
But we're shouting about the same things, right? And none of us are really actually hearing each other, right? So I'm saying, I'm listening to this, and I'll be real, I'm getting bored of the conversation, bro. So it's probably better.
Let me introduce you to the
red X button. Red X button, bro. Hit that fucking red X. I don't know, yo, you disrespectful as fuck about you
this
getting
is
bored.
Lewis' channel, man. Is that your first time here?
You with a good Lord spit you, bro. This is what we do here.
We love the chaos, man. We're here for the chaos.
That's all it is, man. There's nothing to it. There's nothing to it. We're just like chaos.
Okay, this is something that we can all probably kind of agree on, right? Everyone on opposite sides. Even though I rate Colwill to the highest, I think he's up there with Josko and the rest of them. But I think we can all agree.
You're lying. You're being a bit funny because you haven't seen
Classic, let him
Oh
land,
my
Classic.
God!
Hold
I
on,
just
Classic.
did
Wait.
We're all about to agree.
Dan, don't
I don't think
that class ref.
I don't think like Gallagher, right? You know, or even Caliber, some of these guys, or what people thought about Mount, someone who loves Mount. He doesn't really give a fuck if he starts for Chelsea or not. You know what I mean? It's not like he's dying to play for Chelsea. It's if I play for Chelsea, that's cool. If I don't, that's cool too. I'm gonna make it either way. You know what I mean? While some other players maybe they are willing to suffer and have the team be unfair to them and have them be benched, and all they care about is staying at Chelsea and playing for Chelsea. I don't think he so much cares about that. He just wants to make it. He just wants to be the best center back he can possibly be. And we can disagree with that and we can hate that. Like, oh, why does a youth player not love us this way and blah blah blah. But that's just the reality. The reality is he's not a player who I look at and he's like, I want to play for Chelsea and that's it. I'm gonna make it here. No, he's like, listen, if I play for these guys, cool. If not, cool. You know, and that's okay. I think this is a balanced way for Chelsea fans to look at football. Not every youth player is gonna love us.
I will never look at my team that way. Fuck.
Not every youth player. Not every youth. Relax. Not every youth player. Now you want to fight. You want to fight again. Relax. Well, let me finish.
Man, fan is short.
Come on, Jimmy, bro.
Fan is short for fanatic. I will never have no mindset. Well, if the player don't, if he just fuck you. If you don't want to play for my team, don't kick fucking rocks. What's wrong with this generation? What's wrong with y'all, bro?
This is Wiki Sports. Why are you showing us basketball players?
Damian Lillard has requested a trade. If anyone is
finally after 19 years, man.
Finally. No. He's a bum. No. Get out of here, Jimmy. He's a bum. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. Why was he saying all that family shit? You see, he was saying all that family shit about Portland, wasn't he? This is my family.
Max contract.
Now you want to leave?
Let's move on.
All right.
Mentality.
That's Colwill. That's Colwill. That's Colwill right there.
A bitch. He ain't gonna win shit. Look at that. Brighton never. Who the fuck would want to leave a club that won the most trophies in the last 20 years to go to Brighton? Get the fuck out of here, man.
He wants to create legacy.
Legacy my ass at Brighton. Are you gonna get seagulls?
Hold on. Let's get into it.
On his head. The first day.
Let's get into it. Where's Dame going?
I can't even lie. By the way, this is
the Knicks. Come on, bro.
If Brighton end up,
where are you going?
Brighton,
no,
he's going to a top 6 side in 2-3 years after.
No, it's not even that. If the funniest thing is if Brighton end up like finishing above us next season, all of this.
Yeah, that'd be funny. But guess what? We all know that ain't gonna keep happening, right? We do know that, right? Because money talking bullshit, walking football. I'm Brighton to have it. So let's not play these games. Brighton got a year where Liverpool was shit, Chelsea was shit, and even Tottenham, who's a decent side, was shit. So Brighton got in. Let's not do this.
Well, Brighton is getting a stimulus. Brighton is getting a stimulus package from us every single year. Last year they got 65.
It ain't enough.
And this year they're about to get 90.
It ain't enough. It ain't
I don't know, man. I don't know.
All right, well, we all know that. We know that. You
I don't know, man.
It ain't enough. We're Leicester. Leicester won the league a few years ago. Where they at now? Okay, that shit don't work like that.
Okay, United have the most Premier League titles. Where are they now?
Who?
Still in the Premier League. That's where they are.
True.
Leicester's fucking in the championship.
They ain't touched they haven't touched the league title in 10 years though.
Who?
Manchester United.
And they ain't going in the top 4, still playing in all the top competitions, and they ain't going.
Yeah, they ain't winning nothing though. They ain't winning nothing.
Listen, I'm a fucking Chelsea fan. Y'all love players. I don't do that. I'm an 80s baby. We grew up loving our team. You cheer for the name on the front, not on the back. The name on the front.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Listen. Listen. Back in the day, you know, when we actually had world-class top players, I didn't care about talent. I never did. When we lose KDB, who comes in? An all-timer in Fabregas. Right now, I'm losing good talent, right? If I'm losing someone that's a really good talent, I'm not seeing a world-class player walk in and say, fuck that.
Can you name it? You see in the world-class talent living? Can you name his name, please?
Minerals mount.
Listen, bro.
Oh, you want to have a mouth conversation? Fuck off.
Let me show you
fuck
how I know
yourself.
it's a difference in mentality.
Hold
with
on.
age. I sat and watched the stream of all
Daniel, I
Chelsea
had to
fans.
use it.
Fuck you.
Hold on, listen. I sat and watched the stream of a panel of all Chelsea fans, some top, content creators talking about following Chelsea players on social media, and then saying, "Oh, when the player leave, depending on who the player is, they still follow them." Are you fucking serious? A player play for another team and why the fuck am I following you? For what? To see you in an Arsenal jersey or this jersey, or to see you when you score for that team? Why the fuck am I following you? I don't follow players for other teams. I'm gonna follow the players for my team. The fuck I'm following you for? You left my
It's not
team.
about following players, about not wanting
Jimmy,
to
do you
do
follow
stuff.
this, Jimmy? Do you follow this?
No, I don't follow no players that left the
hope
squad.
you follow Ziyech. We really hope you follow Ziyech.
Yo, Scott, you follow this, Scott.
You gotta be a legend. A legend.
Listen, when we start getting to the, when we start getting to the more of a Chelsea fan than you conversation, the conversation.
Daniel, that's where we're going, bro. You know that's where we're going. That's the next.
That's it. Like, oh yeah, you guys aren't real Chelsea fans because you don't do this the exact way I do. Come on, like that's some. I get it. Like that's corny.
I don't tell
He
nobody.
didn't say that really, but
I literally just described what type of fan I was. I don't tell nobody how to be. I just said what I was.
Oh, by the way, just an announcement. Cesc Fabregas is officially retired. So
Heroes.
just to tweet out.
It's my guy.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, yo, y'all dudes be turning people shit into not even what they saying. I ain't telling nobody how to be a fan, bro. Like, I don't even know how that even drop in. I'm just telling you what type of fan I am. I cheer for the name on the front, not on the back. The minute you leave, it's bye.
Some people cheer for both.
I couldn't stand Fabregas before, but when he joined Chelsea, that just flipped my head so bad that one of the best creative
so weird seeing him in a Chelsea.
It took me a year to actually like it. I ain't gonna lie.
It's a bit of a.
I genuinely hated Fabregas before he came to Chelsea.
Yeah,
not
same
like this
thing.
fight. I hated it
because of Lampard. How much I like Lampard.
He's the reason why Chelsea fans can't bring celery to grounds now.
Nah, I used to. There's certain players I used to like really hate. Pedro was one of them too. That Barcelona smug face. I used to hate him. When he came to Chelsea, I don't know. After a year, I started to like him, and then he started doing the little circle dribbling. I used to hate him again.
I always appreciated Fabregas. He was techie, man. He was so
Proper
good.
Chelsea.
What? You see, when you can hit players like that, when you have world class players of your own. When you know, when I play Arsenal, I'm gonna beat their ass. I don't care to appreciate Fabregas. Fuck him. Fuck Nasri. Fuck all those guys. But when you're looking at your team, it's just shit. You're like, fuck. Damn. KDB's coming. You know what I mean?
I still don't like Messi because of like Chelsea Barcelona history. I still don't like. That's the reason. Can't stand Messi.
Fuck Messi.
When you got
you're Ronaldo guy.
I love Messi. I actually like Messi. I used to hate him for a long time, but he's cool now.
Now when he goes to MLS, I've like
I like him. I ever since he went to PSG, I started to like him a lot more. It's just Barcelona. If you're at Barcelona, I hate you. Xavi, fuck it. I'll never like that.
Actually, for me, it was not much of how I don't like Messi. The fact that him and Ronaldo was so long in this league, and there's so much biasness going on because of those two are still playing in comparison, and that other players have been so much overshadowed because of those two.
Because of the media, the media just decided to make it all about.
No, they ruined people's perception of the game. They fucked it.
Yeah, they made it seem as if you wasn't scoring goals, you wasn't you know what I mean, you wasn't as important.
Not just goals and assists.
Goals and
assists. You know what I mean?
I'm sorry,
and playing well. So you have to play well every day, and you have to score every game. Get assist.
Players like Hazard was less appreciated because of that. He's a perfect example.
Yeah, I totally agree with you on that, Dan. The media
and also, remember the Barcelona player who went 4 seasons and 0 goals? Remember him?
Iniesta.
I mean, you know what? Messi, 91 goals in a calendar year. That is mental. No, that is mental.
Yeah, but like I remember the reason why it was because Ribery. I was such a big fan of Ribery. He's my word.
That season he had. I can't remember what year it was. I can't remember what year it was. But that year he had unbelievable.
Yeah, he was the best player in football that year. I know what you're talking about.
It was the same with Schneider in 2010. Like he was the best player in the year.
Oh, Schneider.
No. Ronaldo was better Ribery in 2013. I'm sorry, it's not even close.
Oh my God! And here's the virgin talking. Oh
It's
my
not close.
God, man.
Well, why you triggered? It's true. Ronaldo was the better player than Ribery in 2013.
No, he was not.
Why? Because he won a treble. So are we telling? Okay, come on, man. Let's move on here. Like
he was a better goal scorer, but he's always going to be a better.
He also out-assisted him. Let's not do this, man. We were there watching that.
Again, the GA thing. Those guys.
It's not GA. So how are you going to compare the individuals?
I've got a question, bro. Who's better, Bruno Fernandes or Zidane?
Oh, this is so stupid, man. We're comparing two attacking. Like,
who's the better player?
What do you mean? Who's the better player? How are you comparing? This is not about Zidane and Bruno Fernandes. You're talking about
who's the better player?
Zidane. Your point still doesn't.
Well, Fernandes has more goals and assists than him at club level. So what you tell me now?
Oh my God. So when they give Messi the Ballon d'Or because of GA in those years, it was okay because he was the best player in football, right? Because he didn't win major trophies. But when Ronaldo gets the most GAs, right, and he doesn't have the Champions League and the treble like Ribery did, you know.
Thing.
No. Even with Messi, we know in 2010, Schneider should have won his. So it's not like we're saying, because Messi scored. That's what I believe. I believe Robin was a butler. Schneider though, he was incredible in that year.
Ronaldo, if you know anything about football, Ronaldo in 2013 wasn't just about GA. That was his peak as a footballer. That was his peak. So give me a break, man. Talking about GA.
Just move along, Daniel. It's like you remember we used to say let's
it doesn't matter.
No, you disagree. Just move on.
No, no. Just go to sleep. Go.
Is this by the way, this is 13-14, right? This season 13-14 that we're on about, Ribery and Ronaldo. 13-14.
No, I think it was 12-13. It was 12-13.
No. Let's go. Let's move on.
I'm gonna get the stats up. I'm just gonna look at them myself.
Big up Francis said Felix said no loan for Colwill. He wants to settle. I could understand that. No more loans. Whatever. And Rodrigo says, here we go, backing a player over the club again. I don't think anyone's specifically backing a player over the club. As in, I just get Colwill just assessing his options, and whatever happens, happens. It's too early to speculate. Way too early to speculate.
So, Monster, did you buy yourself a Manchester United number 7 jersey yet?
I don't care about Mount like that, bro.
You do, man.
You said he was worth 100 million.
I don't care about him like that.
You said he was worth 100 million.
100%.
Yeah, I was there.
What do you mean 100%?
Are you telling me, wait, in today's market, are you telling me he shouldn't be worth 100 mil?
No, who cares about any of that? Listen, I think we're Chelsea fans. So exactly. Love now, love this, all that. If you replace me with a better player, I'm happy.
Bro, he's getting booed, bro.
I'm
as
happy.
soon as I go to Old
But
Trafford,
if he's shit, I'm gonna have a problem.
He's getting booed, Daniel. He's getting booed, bro.
That's on him. He should know that. Ashley Cole was booed. You know what I mean? Handle it.
Yeah, the game's
Beckham was booed everywhere. Handle it. You know what I mean?
The game's the game, bro.
The game's the game.
I can't lie, bro. And this is coming from someone who doesn't rate Mount. All of this conversation about people rating Mount, I find so hard to come from you, bro. Like, with how you feel about Ziyech, I found it. I just find this whole conversation. You, bro.
What?
I find it so difficult to fight. Like when you, I'm really struggling not to laugh.
Yeah, you can actually have a conversation with Daniel. You cannot have a conversation with Ziyech.
Bro, I guarantee. Whatever club, I guarantee, by the way, whatever club that Ziyech goes to, you're getting his name on the back of their shirt. I guarantee.
100% guaranteed.
100%. Hang on. Hang on. What if he goes Tottenham, bro? What if he goes Tottenham? What if he goes Tottenham? No. What if he goes Tottenam?
Let me finish.
What if he goes Tottenham?
This is what I was about to say. As long as it's not a Premier League team or a team in Europe, I will get a shirt.
So hang on. Would you have bought a PSG Ziyech, Tom?
No.
Bullshit.
No, I swear to God, I wouldn't know. Listen, I'm a Muslim man, Scott. I don't lie.
Shit.
I'm a Muslim man. I don't lie. Listen, if you went to Al Nassr, 100%. If you went to Barcelona, PSG, Juve, AC Milan, no chance. Okay, because what happens if Chelsea versus AC Milan Champions League? Fuck that, bruv. No, I'm not risking that shit. Okay, but if you go to Al Nassr,
what? So it's gonna be close if it was Chelsea.
I'll give you a shirt, bro. Man, send me your address.
You wouldn't know.
What'd you say?
Use your laptop, bro.
Are you crazy? When we faced Hazard, I think every Chelsea fan, and I know a lot of Hazard fanboys, they still were Chelsea over Hazard. So how the hell is it a question for you whether you be over Ziyech?
But did you just not listen to what I just fucking said?
Yeah, I'm an AC fan. But if we face Barca, I hope Nicholas Jackson fuck out of it.
Everybody here loves RLC.
I never said once.
Wait, will Ziyech flop as bad as Hazard?
Jorginho needs to be getting bodied by Enzo next game.
No, Ziyech.
You said you couldn't. You said you couldn't risk having Ziyech play for AC Milan because if Chelsea played AC Milan, you don't know what you would do.
What I mean by
that's what you said.
No, yeah. Well, if let me fucking finish, bro. What I meant by that, what I meant is that if I'm going around wearing an
Ziyech almost shit himself when
bro, shut the fuck up. Listen, I'm saying if I go around wearing an AC Milan top and then it turns out we're playing them, I'm gonna look like a dickhead. Because why am I ripping AC Milan?
I mean, you look like that anyway. What's the point?
Whoa, relax.
But if I'm wearing a
Daniel,
Nasser,
relax.
when I verse a Nasser, we're never gonna play at Nasser. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean?
All that don't matter.
Daniel, if you listen, man, just send me your address. I'll give you a Ziyech top, man. Just send me your address.
No, I'm good.
What about Rodrigo?
Give me a Colwill shirt, man. Colwill number 4.
Fuck Colwill, bro. He doesn't want to stay.
Here next year.
Come on, man. That's the next captain right there. Stop playing.
What the fuck?
26.
26?
26.
Don't give anyone that shirt again.
Oh, shit. Hey, no. Let's talk about that. Koulibaly is a disrespectful. Let me not say the word. He's a disrespectful guy. How do you call Terry, take his number, and you drop this kind of season?
Disgraceful. that was worse than Ross Barkley taking the 8.
Dummy. Yeah.
Now 8 has been desecrated, but 26, nobody's had that for a long time.
No one's ever had that. Like,
I need the number 9 jersey to be retired at Chelsea Football Club.
Well, we've already killed number 8. We desecrated that. It doesn't matter.
He did it for the Ferdinand. Big up Koulibaly.
Oh, he did it. Fair enough.
I wore 8, didn't he? After Lampard. Who took after Lampard?
You gave Kovacic the 8. Do you know how disgraceful that is? Giving bums the number 8. Come on, man.
Barkley the number 8. It's some disgusting guys, man. Some sick guys. Barkley was the worst one.
Number 10.
Barkley was the worst one. Just give the number 8 to Enzo this year, please. What's the number 5? It's weird. Just give him number 8.
I say Enzo or Caicedo needs the number.
Because if I see if I see Gallagher wear number 8, we might have some problems. I ain't gonna lie.
Listen,
I think the number 9 also needs to be retired until you have a striker that gets 20 plus a season.
Anybody can wear number 9. That's
we've cleared out the bums now.
Facts.
Now, phase 2 of the clear out's still coming, apparently.
Phase 2 of the chopping block.
Aubameyang. Ziyech is back, ain't he?
He's fucking staying, Martha. What's your fucking problem, bro? He's staying, man.
He's still got Lukaku. Who else we still got?
Lukaku, Aubameyang, Hudson-Odoi.
I looked at this the other day. We got so many players.
Chalobah.
There's more to this list.
Chalobah's staying, bro.
Nah, you cannot sell Chalobah.
We're so finished if we sell Cucurella, man. We're finished if we sell Cucurella.
How are we finished?
No, we're finished. Ain't leaving though. Let's be honest.
Yeah, we're finished.
He's not going anywhere anyway. I don't know. This is nonsense.
Yeah, man. There's all chatting shit, man.
We have to make a choice though. It's either him or Chilwell because you can't have 260 million.
And I'll sell Colwill over Cucurella.
Same.
Yeah, that's calm.
No,
but like there's more to this list. Like, don't forget we've got some of the loan guys coming back. Like you got Ampadu's probably going to get sold. Babarama needs to get out of the club soon as possible. Like you got like Malang Sarr, Tino Andrin's still here. I don't know why. Like he probably gets sold.
Colwell's still coming back.
Bro, you got
getting sold to Strasbourg, bro.
Those are young kids. They still can go on loan and make some money for Chelsea. So
no, again, we're not going back to this thing.
Not
Aldrin. How we're gonna make that money? How we have a bigger stadium?
Ampadu has to go now. It's about time.
Yeah. Ampadu's got a dip. I don't get why.
I feel bad for Ampadu every year.
I don't get why. I really don't get why Nana's still. They're still.
Wasn't it? You know, last preseason, he was better than Gallagher.
Yeah, I was upset that he left last season.
Yeah, he had a great preseason, and they still let him go.
I was pissed at Tuchel.
I was gonna say of all the midfielders that Tuchel chose to keep, man. Like I don't want to get into a Tuchel debate, especially with Dan and
Monster's here.
Like of all the midfielders you could have kept that we had, whether that be Ampadu, Gilmore, whoever, right? And you kept Gallagher. Of all
I
of them,
always said Ampadu is better midfielder than he's a center back.
Gilmore
even for what you wanted to do as well, because you wanted him in the double pivot. Any other midfielder we had would have worked in there better than Gallagher.
Yeah.
Why the fuck do we keep him, man?
Fuck Ampadu off though, man. Give him gone.
Remember that
preseason for free? Yeah,
you guys remember that preseason game against Charlotte last year?
He was
Gallagher
arse,
played.
he
He
was
was
so
so
shit.
bad. Ampadu was our best player that day.
We need right wingers, man.
That's all.
You lot don't want to see it now. You lot don't want to see it now. But Ziyech rejecting Al-Nassr is going to be.
Ziyech is
He rejected. His broadness is rejected.
Gem in disguise.
His weakest knees, man. He should spend more time on his feet, not on his knees. And you should take it out too.
Whoa, bro.
His left knee, his left knee. He doesn't have a right knee. He doesn't have a right knee. The left knee.
Pause.
He's got two left knees.
I bet you he has a really good, strong neck muscles.
Yo, what the fuck, bro? Astaghfirullah, bro. We don't roll that way,
with Ziyech knee, that's from like 2 years ago. Like, you know that preseason against Brighton? I think he hasn't recovered from that.
What the fuck you
Where
talking
did you hide, Lewis?
He needs to go to the gym with Lewis, man.
Yo, Lewis,
Because how for 2 years you haven't worked out, you haven't built muscle on that.
Lewis, it looks like you're at Brighton trying to go collect Colwill or something, bro. Where are you, man?
I'm just outside.
Yeah.
I think Ziyech should go to Russia and
No.
They can fly to.
Nah, man.
To
Look where
Colombia.
Promise went. Look where Promise went. Wherever that guy's name is. Nah, man. You can't go there.
Promise is living good.
That's
in
his
Russia.
friend.
There's
He's
no
his friend.
extradition.
He's not living good, bro. He's living good in the cell, bro.
He's not living good in a cell. He's not in a prison. Why you lying, man?
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Anyway, listen. We need right wingers. This is a gem in disguise, bro. Yes, we do, Scott, bro. Yes,
No, we don't. Why? Why do we? Why?
Because we have one right winger.
Why are we gonna pick all the reliable and Madueke?
The only thing we need that I'm worried about now, because I know Caicedo is coming. The only thing I'm worried about is Kepa. Kepa cannot start next season.
The only thing.
There's no way in hell he can.
Russian dude is annoying. Kiss my ass, you bitch ass.
Well, according to Pochettino, he apparently has confidence in Kepa, so I don't know what
they're trying to spin it. They're trying to spin it
because that'll last like 2 weeks. That might last, bro. Have you seen who we're playing? Liverpool. Have you seen who they just signed? They just signed like one of the most long shot heavy players in the top 5 leagues, bro. Like they're going to be popping long shots for 90 minutes.
I told you, Scott. I told you last stream we should go for him. Shabash, lie, bro. Whatever guy's name is, bro.
He's going to get a hat-trick in his first game.
Is the Slobosly guy is actually really good?
He's good, man. He's
okay. He's okay. But the one thing he's good at is the one thing Kepa is terrible at.
Bro, bro, that guy can shoot, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's the one thing he's good at is the long shots, and most keepers can handle that. Kepa is not going to be able to. You're going to give this little kid confidence.
Yeah, bro.
I don't understand how we're going into another season with this guy as the first choice.
You know what? This guy's
the next version of Marcus Alonso. He's a cockroach. He's going to be here the whole of his contract. He's going to be here like fucking Alonso was for 7 years.
You know what? Sabozlai is like a delayed wonder kid. He's not a failed wonder kid, obviously, because he's got his moves to Liverpool. But you thought he was going to make a move a little bit sooner. But he's
sick, man.
He
paid a lot of money. We should have went for him, man.
That was a lot of money, though.
On Football Manager,
why do we need another midfielder?
He is crap.
We have no attackers.
Yeah, we do.
My man said on Football Manager, stop it.
What do you mean, bro?
Yeah, I know. There's another guy over here before. He used to say that's not what's on Football Manager.
No, but
listen to me. So Bosley, he's good. He has a lot of pace. He can strike the ball. He's really average at everything else. But the one thing he's really good at is he can hit that fucker. And Kepa is shit at that. That's his biggest weak. Like he can't save a fucking long shot. So
really good Bundesliga players in this. Like
I don't rate him that highly, but he can shoot the ball.
I'm saying like the Bundesliga used to be producing good midfielders, but all of a sudden the level dropped a little bit.
Yeah, he has got a wicked shot on him though. I will give him that. He's got a wicked shot. I think he scored a free kick in it was either Euros or the was it World Cup? Euros or the World Cup?
Euros.
Scored an absolute screamer from like 40 odd yards, whatever the fuck it was.
So who's our starting right winger next season?
Madueke.
Sterling.
Well, he gets injured.
Sterling.
Bro,
you can't be Madueke, man.
So Ziad.
Yeah, I think it's actually going to be Sterling.
Hang on, Ziad. Should we have 40 players next season? Because what if everyone gets injured? What if Kepa gets injured?
Well, Madueke is known to get getting injured.
How many injuries did he get last season?
Wow. So you're saying that we're supposed to get keep the guy that already has the failed medical?
Listen.
Why are you talking about the player might be injured when you're trying to? Yeah. Why?
No, that's a lot of problems because Ziyech has never been injured for Chelsea.
Are you crazy?
He's injured right now. He failed the medical.
No, he's not.
Yeah, question. What if the starting wingers next season are Mudryk and Sterling? Then what?
Beautiful. Yeah, what? And then who's their backup? Who's their backup?
Madueke.
And who else?
That's all you need, bro. Do you know how many wingers we had? Ziad.
One winger.
No. Do you know how many wingers we had under Conte?
Pedro Willian.
Don't worry, we have Moriera too.
Three.
I'll take Pulisic over Ziad any day.
Sorry, we had 3.
Pedro Willian and Hazard.
Yeah, so 3, which is what we've got now. If we get rid of Ziyech and Pulisic.
Yeah, we're only playing one game a week, bro.
It was actually
I don't know what the hell y'all think all the wingers gonna play.
I'm coming for you when we get
I'm more concerned about the squad depth we're gonna have in the double pivot.
If you squeeze your hands.
Muscle, what'd you say?
Oh my days,
Moses was a winger. He just got converted to a
True.
So what are you saying about Ziyech?
By the way, technically Jackson can start in the center forward, and then Kuku could roam with what's his name? With
Kuku can definitely play on the wing. Yeah, he can play on the wing.
For next season,
So-
man. It's over.
You see, we don't need Ziyech. We don't need crusty knees.
Crossing knees.
Also, if worse comes to worse, we've just got that guy from Benfica. Like, I'm not saying I want him to start every game, but like, if he needs to play like 100 minutes in a season.
Moriera, let's go. Come on.
I was gonna say, but
Ain't he like 15 or 16 years
No,
old?
he's
No,
18.
no, he's playing
He's
in the under
19
20s
like
right now, under
Colwill.
21.
He's
He's
18.
19.
He's
Yeah.
18, 19, just like Colwill.
You
Yeah,
sure?
but like,
So he
yeah,
must
he's
be demanding the first team game.
Yeah, man.
But like, and again, this is the thing. It's like we're playing once a week. If like you can afford to have these guys play, I don't know, like a couple of times, like more than once, like every other week or something. Like they don't have to be rotated every game.
Someone said let Shaw cook.
So the next summer, next summer we're gonna have to buy like, if we get champions.
Then guess what, Ziad? You readjust. You see where the squad's at, and you see where we need next season. Because if we're in Europe next season, depending on where Madueke, depending on Mudryk, depending on these guys that are in development, then you may need a backup winger. Right now, we play once a week. We don't need this. Why are we preparing for next season when we haven't even had this season? Bro,
Exactly.
we're going to stop
And
players.
meanwhile, we gotta get rid of the deadwood
What
like
happens,
the
right?
crusty knees.
What happens? What happens
He ain't
if we
got
stop
crusty
our
knees, but
players?
what's his waffle?
Hang on. What happens if we stop our
Why
players
did
and have
he
another
fail the
season like we just
medical?
had? So what
Why
happens
is
when we
Lewis
stop?
look stoned?
I say, what happens if we stop our players and have another season like we just had? Then what?
Oh my days, man. Listen.
Lewis looks. You
Uh,
forgot that I'm looking in the eye. I can see it.
What
is it not me? Oh, dead. Oh, well.
I can see it when every time when I see it.
Twitter's
like,
What's going on?
Till I got hacked or some shit. What's going on?
It's weird shit on your phone, but it works on the laptop.
It doesn't.
I haven't had any issues.
No, it's back up now. It's back up.
Trying.
I'm on my laptop and it's
No, but seriously, I'm more worried about the squad depth we're gonna have in the double
He did
pivot.
say it's such a slow motion.
Yeah, Carla, we got no midfielders.
Like, even if you get Caicedo, let's say one of Caicedo and Enzo out for like a month or two, who the hell are we gonna replace him with? Like Conor Gallagher?
What?
Bro,
again, why are we assuming that these guys, one of which hasn't had an injury in 3 years, by the way, are going to get injured?
I said, what if?
Why
Relax,
are we
bro.
doing this?
Bro, next
Because
season's
the
going to
guy
be
was-
fine.
what
No
if-
one's saying 12. No one's
Well, you
saying
say injuries on.
Bro, what if Stamford Bridge gets nuked? What are we then going to do, bro?
Oh my god. An injury on a player is more likely than a fucking getting nukes, man. Don't do that, bro. Injuries are part of football.
What if Johnny
Jesus
becomes
Christ.
owner? What if Johnny becomes the new owner? Then
So he's saying Caicedo, Enzo. Why are you overreacting? Caicedo and Enzo could get injured next season. Why is that like such an insane thing to say?
They could get injured the same way that you could walk out in the street tomorrow and get hit by a car. Are you going to not walk across every street in wherever you live?
Oh my fucking god! What kind of rebuttal is it? Like Jesus Christ! I said that I'm worried about squad depth in the double pivot for Caicedo and Enzo. What is that so hard to be like?
Santos,
All right,
there's
I hope we do.
Santos is the backup.
Santos is not good enough, man.
Santos.
Santos, he doesn't have a crusty knees.
Santos not good now.
What are you talking about, crusty knees, bro? What's this waffle, bro?
Yeah,
The guy
Ziyech
barely
failed
got
his
injured.
medical because he have a crusty knees.
Nah, man, that's cat, bro. That's a legend, all legend.
Yeah, the legend that spent more time on his knees than standing. Good neck muscles, though. Good neck muscles.
Oh, mad. Big up
He's
Paul.
gonna be starting
Big up
next week.
Paul saying, someone help me understand the difference between Datro and Jackson. Was
What,
Fofana a money signing or what? Fofana's probably going on loan. Jackson, I think, is more proven in La
And the
Liga.
league, they play one play in Norway and one play in La Liga.
I think Jackson's ever so slightly further along in his development rather than Fofana is.
And I think one is like 2 or 3 years older than
A lot
Alvaro.
more better. A lot more advanced. We talk about a man who just played La Liga compared to a motherfucker who played in the Nordic League.
Yeah, and someone who like.
What are you guys thinking of Jackson being our starting number 9 next season?
No,
We don't have nobody else. That's what we think.
Why not?
Vlahovic.
Again, like,
I mean,
actually think
Is Vlahovic Chelsea player, you moron?
He's gonna be a Chelsea player, bro.
how do we know?
When he's gonna be, we'll address
I'm an
them.
ITK, Scott. I'm an ITK, bro.
Okay, cool.
Chelsea bro.
But yeah, like,
You don't know shit, man.
You don't
When
know
does that
shit
for
to be
the ITK
ITK.
king, man?
Yeah,
Yeah, like, I
you're
think
an
I
ITS.
wanna
You're in the
see-
shit. That's what you are.
I want
man.
to in pre-season to like judge him
Fuck's sake.
how he's going to be because I don't know how because like if again it comes back to the thing.
Fuck
I
Lautaro.
think he's a serviceable player. Like he can play there. He's not going to be world class, but he can be there and be a guy who you can get more than. I'll say this much: you can get more from him maybe than you got from Kai Havertz in that position, right? In terms of output, and that's fine. And then you reassess in January, and then maybe you decide, okay, we want Tony. Like that's the thing.
Nah, I think the risk
I
is
will
a big
address
risk.
it after I see Poach in the training ground for 2 weeks. I'll address
Yeah.
those questions then.
That's
The big
the
risk
thing.
to-
It depends on what Poch ends up doing with these players. As I said, if pre-season comes right and we face Brighton and
2
whoever
weeks,
else I've forgotten, and we see that Jackson is comfortable, he's literally taken to the team like immediately. Then I don't see any problem with him being our starting number 9.
Scott, we've seen this in
It's all in
preseason.
his hands. If he takes the challenge and not gonna pussy out like a
We saw that with, and I don't want to hear the age thing because we saw that with Badiashile. Badiashile came in and literally took to the team straight away. He was
Enzo's 21 as well.
I still
21,
think we
22,
need.
so it's like,
Yeah, I
can't
heard
aff-
that Jester Havertz on 330k,
that's
but
fucking
Igal said he's
Oh
on
my
200
fucking
base.
goodness.
200 base, which is I kind of don't believe because you cannot have a 200k base and 300k as the bonuses. It doesn't jump that high. So one of them is lying. Igal
I don't
said
think
he's
he's
on
making
200 base.
330K. I don't think they brought him in and paid him more than fucking Saka.
I think Saka is 330k too.
I don't think they would bring him in on Saka money. I don't think that. That would make no sense.
Okay. Oh well, I don't know, but
I
big
think
thing as well, saying
2 years time anyway. So
2023 going into a new season with Kepa and some prospect number 9, and we still wonder why we can't score. We're not serious if we don't get a goalkeeper and a number 9, but we've completely ignored the midfield as well. If the midfield gets stronger, we'll make more chances.
I'm
Can't
okay with
really
Jackson
judge
as long as we get
Jackson.
what's his name, midfielder.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
I
as long
can
as
leave.
Caicedo and another midfielder.
As
can
long as
leave
Caicedo is
with,
here, that's the only worry. I just don't want because
I can
not only because I
leave
don't
with,
like,
if
I
we
don't want Caicedo to go to anywhere else. That's how bad I want.
Hear that.
I can leave with a top number 9 and having Kepa in goal. If we get our target number 9,
I'm
say,
the other way around.
Vlahovic, I
also
can leave.
okay with Jackson's play until January, and we can reassess with Tony. Was that
Fair
juicy?
enough.
Figure that doesn't include his title bonuses. That's mad. That's mad. But
I don't know.
No,
It's AFTV.
I don't care. He's gone. I don't give a shit.
Exactly.
No,
Yeah.
that's
No, that's
just
a good, bigger, more pressure. I still think he's gonna play 8 3/4 at that position. 8 3/4.
That dumb fan base always learns the
To be
hard
fair,
way.
I can't lie. Based on what Arteta said, like he probably is going to play in the midfield, which is just fucking stupid.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
because I think
AFTV watcher then.
I think we're gonna change this system based the way we played last season. I think we're
I think
changing.
if
I
they
think
do,
it's gonna
they're
be 4-3-3
I think if they
Or-
change the way the system and the way
or
they play,
3-5-2. Sorry, 3-5-2. I think.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna play 3-5-2 by changing.
Funny thing is, on the wing backs, they'll have the wingers playing out wide.
The only funny thing is you reveal us a picture with you having triangle head like Lukaku. That's the only funny thing.
That was just so unnecessary.
Alex talking about big heads. That's ironic, man.
The guy that never saw TD.
Well, that's just not
unless
true.
it's his own.
You know, Graham Potter actually.
I'm not Ahmed, man. I'm good.
Graham Potter actually did try the box midfield. Remember that Salzburg and Brighton. But
well, he should use the football players instead of boxing.
What?
He said box midfield. I said he should use the
yeah,
football.
he's a term in football. I don't know.
Oh,
the thing is, though, the problem is, I don't think he had the personnel to use that midfield.
Yeah, we didn't have
enough midfield.
Because you remember the Salzburg game, Salzburg and Brighton.
Also, that type of midfield is something you need to coach, and I don't think he had anywhere near enough time at the start when he started using it to coach that into like anywhere near enough. Because he didn't start using it at Brighton until the start of the previous season. Like he wasn't using it last season. He started using it this season. The season just gone. I mean.
No, you just disappeared there, but all right, cool. I think that's all. Yeah. Yeah, calm. Gonna wrap up because I've got half an hour left. I need to go onto Lawrence's channel. Guys, it's been a really good stream. Big up everybody that's locked in. Everyone check out the Dugout as well. Links are all down in the description. Troy, big up for hopping on as well. But yeah, we're gonna wrap up. I'm gonna send everyone over to Lawrence's channel because we're gonna be live there in 30 minutes. So everyone head over there, hit the notification button. It'll let you know when we go live. And big up my people. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
See you.
See ya.